Hello, friends. I ain't quite where I think I am. 'Cause it's always worth... Oh, crap. Hello, my dear friends. How are we all doing today? Oop. Wait. There we go. Got everything set up. Today we're exposing the Terran ladder the way it's supposed to be. Zoop. Alright. 166. Nah, we're aiming for the stars here with our Terran. Hey, what's up, Cardinal Nevin? Why did I get an ad on my own stream? That's all types of messed up. I didn't even play an ad just now. That's literally all types of messed up. Noise! Alright, here we go. Today in general is gonna be a good day. I can feel it already. Hey, what's up, Comet? Freaky people by the retina scan. Hello, Minecraft poggers. Very poggers indeed. We're playing the peasant race. I've explained this many times already. I'll explain one more time because I'm generous when it comes to my explanations. The StarCraft 2 ladder at my MMR simply isn't alive.
Not enough minerals.
When it comes to playing Protoss until fairly late in the day.
Not enough
In my opinion, too late in the day. It's because the average pro gamer is a lazy bum. Doesn't wake up before 11. And that is those are the early risers, you know. But me, I'm an early riser for real. I usually wake up at 7:30, 7:45. But then the first few hours of my day, I'm waiting for people to get online, which is frustrating. It's the way of the world, I guess. You have to meddle with peasants to have fun. It is what it is. I have to play the thing is that if I were to search for Protoss right now, I'd be getting the exact same opponents I'm getting with my Terran. Except the matches would be way more one-sided, as I would be winning every single one. It just wouldn't be so fun to play or to watch. And it dulls your senses in a way, playing against lower level players the entire time. You know, it makes you lazy in certain things. It's like, he won't kill me anyway. Should I really care? Where does StarCraft lore take place? What do you mean? I don't know. Isn't it in, what's this universe called? Krypton or something? No, that's Superman, isn't it? The Koprulu sector, I think is what it's called, actually. The Koprulu sector, yeah. That's where the StarCraft universe usually takes place. Okay. My son sent me your singing videos. You work in the wrong area. What do you mean I shouldn't be working in the entertainment industry? I should go do something else with my life? I appreciate the suggestion.
Command center upgrade complete.
We'll open up with a cheeky little triple CC opener here against a Monsieur Bubas. Bubas is a decent, well, actually not decent, he's pretty good. Pretty good player from Sweden, I believe. Should try Zerg, the lows of raises down Zerg here to unicellular. Oh, that's a beautiful word. Unicellular reasoning. I like playing Terran. It's my favorite race to play, I think. Hey Harstem, is it true that you confirmed on your stream that Dutch people are so filthy they 8 feet from the floor after they leave it there for a few hours? Oh, no, stop making weird stuff up. Very odd. Very odd behavior. Don't appreciate that. Triple CC into Dead Space nuke. You know, making the Dead Space episode cost me a decent chunk of MMR. It was not. It's not a good time for my MMR. I lost a lot of it. I don't appreciate that. Oh, it was so rough. Because I always want at least one win, you know. Otherwise, the episode doesn't feel complete. Then it's not really beating Grandmaster with stupid stuff. It would be losing to Grandmasters with stupid stuff, which most people can do. Just play something dumb and then you lose. But the exciting part is the wins, you know. But I was freaking struggling. Holy crap! I was struggling so much. Die, frick.
Not enough minerals.
So I was playing some games this morning just because I have nothing to do in my life, and
Not enough
because I enjoy playing StarCraft as well. It's a very good reason usually, actually, to do things. And what I had noticed is that I played against Boobas as well this morning, and he played a fairly aggressive build over. So I don't want to say that I'm hard countering what he did this morning, but it is definitely living in my head, at least a little bit, you know? I still remember what happened this early morning. I did not appreciate it. Maybe I can get one? I can get two even. He attacked me with a bunch of adepts. And a bunch of stalkers as well, with a proxy gateway. He also didn't scout this morning. So he truly is in my head. He truly is in my head. You can piss off. I don't want you to work any longer, mate. You've been fired. Just gonna get a cheeky little thing over here with another gas as well. It always feels wrong when you start blind countering people on the ladder. Especially then when they don't do the exact same thing, you feel like the idiot. But if they do the same thing, you feel less like an idiot and you feel freaking brilliant. Okay, we're just gonna continue producing here. Cheeky little one of these. Oh, that feels fake. Smells. This tastes like a blink opener. You know that? I don't think it is a fairly dedicated blink opener though. I think this is a blink opener with a very medium amount of blink stalkers, and more focusing on the later stages of this game is what I'm feeling here. But once again, I've been wrong in the past. Just gonna cut workers as well, just a tiny tad here. Gonna start my two of these. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not buying this story, my friends. I'm simply just not buying it.
Research complete.
Oh, he actually blinked in. Yeah. Did lose one marauder there, and got forced to do something that I really hate. That is stimming. Does not have this one. I'm starting to believe my opponent is doing something somewhat honorable here. Playing a macro game. Wait, hello? Go in there, buddy. Thank you, good sir.
Add-on complete.
And I think we can now start moving across the map. He doesn't have that many workers, though, does he? Actually, has a decent chunk of workers. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I would think that my opponent has a... Oh, he didn't blink back far enough, actually. Ah, you see the observer there? There you go.
Not enough
Ghost whenever I can.
Not enough
So we're gonna go for a 3 ghost push here, which feels like a fine number, and I want to have a bunch of mines in there as well. And my goal will be fairly simple with this push. It will be to deny a fort base, while simultaneously getting my own fort base, which is really a key concept in this matchup. Can I just say that? It's absolutely a key concept in this matchup. I think I'm in a really good spot, by the way. Okay, we have 2 right now. I know I have a 3rd one building somewhere. There we go. Thank you, little bro. Just making sure I'm not being ran by here. If that's a proper way of speaking. Yeah, I've been ran by. I think you can definitely say that. Ooh, it's kind of exciting, isn't it?
Ready for dust off.
I don't think I can actually engage into that. Now we have a decision to make. And that decision is whether we want to go up to 5 racks or up to 8. I think I'm going to go up to 8, honestly. Yeah. Die! That didn't quite go as well as I was hoping it would.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready for dust off.
Mineral field depleted.
I feel like this should have gone a lot better. I can't believe I tried sniping that thing, by the way. That was really quite stupid. I regret doing that. I really do regret doing that. We have a fort base. I mean, economically, we're fantastic, right? The problem here, this game is not going to be our eco. I can tell you that already.
Add-on.
We're going to have a lot of issues. Don't get me wrong. We're going to have a lot of issues this game. But none of these issues will be connected to the eco. I'm going to go for a counter-attack here as well. I think he's going for a... Oh, the 5th base. We'll just build it in location as well. On location.
Command center.
Oh, definitely went pretty hard there. We have 2-2 about to finish up, which is nice. Oh, do you think he's taking this base right now? I think he might be now.
Ready for dust off.
Most definitely is.
Upgrade complete.
+2 on the way. Actually, yeah. These are gonna go here.
Your forces are under attack.
This does still feel somewhat correct. I think so.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Okay. Well, we have everything set up, it feels like now.
Your forces are under attack.
So we have a lot of medevacs, which is good. I don't think he's planning on moving out anytime soon. And I probably want to add a couple of upgrades here as well. I mean, we're absolutely destroying our opponent here, that's for sure.
Add-on complete. Mineral
Oh.
field.
Ready for dust off.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
I think we're winning this. Just gonna add a lot of dudes into the comp right now, a lot of Vikings. Oh, he's recalling?
Field depleted.
Clear this as well.
Somebody, get me into this mess.
I can clear this maybe.
Not enough energy.
This doesn't quite feel like the end of life to me. Hey, we have so much supply still. I think we're absolutely fine here.
Mineral field.
Maybe I can clear some more of these, and then we just send these back home as well. As long as you macro behind everything as a Terran player, you can't really lose against Stos if you're up like 17 bases.
Not enough
It just gets scary. I have so many mines. It can get a little bit scary if you're not macroing behind it and you kind of get caught off guard, but this is such a clean win. Almost impossible to lose for me. Just gotta make sure he's not taking like some weird side bases. Actually do want to keep one mine over there. Okay, you have this. I have this.
Ready for dust
Don't have too many Vikings, but I think we have enough. Oh, he's actually coming for me? This is somewhat frustrating. He's no upgrades.
Command center upgrade complete.
Okay, now we're just gonna go in, I think.
Command center upgrade.
Yeah. Oh, I actually lost a... I think I ate one disruptor there. I didn't quite see that. No, that's stupid. Now, once again, this is fairly irrelevant. I ate a massive disruptor shot to the face, though. That was not good. I think I have like 3-3 upgrades at this point, no? I think I do, actually. 3-2 at least, yeah. I also love that I keep building more and more of these guys. That was a terrible hit. That was not nice for me, okay? It's not allowed to do that anymore from now on out. I'll have to tell him that.
Upgrade.
Send him an
complete.
email.
Upgrade.
I have way too many medevacs too. Holy crap, way too many.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, so these guys are gonna go to the side, and then I mean it's so over. Like he knows it, I know.
Unacceptable landing
I know that you know that I'm not telling the
enough
truth.
minerals.
It's gonna send it now. They always send it slightly too fast if they only have one. Because they're so scared of being jumped, you know? But you need to be super, super patient in those cases. GG. Yeah, big points here. There we go. Whew. I've just recently tried to get into RTS. Do you know if my brain is capable? If you're not sure about your mental capabilities, you can always just play Zerg if you want. Doesn't require a whole lot of mental ability. Yet you can still have a good time. So just keep that in mind. If you're struggling with Protoss or Terran. Alright? Captain, oh Captain, I've seen the nuke video last night. Fell out of my chair. I think I'm glad you enjoyed it, buddy. How do you decide Widow Mines or tanks in matchup? So, if you're playing against early Blink Stalker builds, it's often correct to build 1 or 2 tanks. But with triple CC build orders, you don't really want to do that in this particular matchup. In TVT, you always get tanks. And in TVZ, if you're playing against roaches, you usually want tanks early on. If you're playing against Ling Bane, you usually want mines early on. This is the theory. This is very basic theory. There's going to be exceptions everywhere, but that tends to be the case. Normally in Diamond or lower, TOS will not deal with your multitask and A move across the map. Yeah, and then they lose in a base trade. So it's a win-win. Win-win-win. It's the ultimate negotiation scenario. What do you call an irate Marine? I don't know. If it's a bad joke, you'll get permabanned. Tell me. This better be really good. I have very little patience for bad jokes. Especially when they have such a knock-knock setup like this one. Come on, give it to me. Irene? Irate Marine? Jesus Christ, I don't even get the joke. You're at 5 out of 10? I don't even know if I want to give that a number. What keyboard hotkey layout do you think is best? I don't know. What do you mean? Must be from Belgium. I like that caught on. What do you mean with the hotkey? Like these ones? I think playing with grid is fine. Like there's a bunch of default, what you call it? Like a bunch of customized ones, which are all probably better than default. Like you can, I don't think my opinion on this is very important. Like there's some people that have thought about that a lot more than I have. You can just Google like their hotkey layouts, and they have files for you that you can use. Like
Not enough minerals.
all I'm saying is that if you've been playing for the past 10 years with one hotkey layout and you play 2 games a week, no matter how crap your layout is, I'd probably stick with it.
Not enough minerals.
Like it's going to be very frustrating to change, and you probably enjoy StarCraft less as a result. However, if you're playing a decent amount, or you're starting to play right now, then I think at the start it makes sense to look into your hotkey layout for sure.
Bad news.
Additional support.
What does James Bond usually do before going to bed? And not getting banned in YouTube chat? Because that's where you are headed.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
I swapped the grid just to make it easier to off-race. Yeah, that's true. He goes undercover. It's not bad.
Gotcha.
I like that one.
SCV ready.
But isn't that while he's in bed already? It's not really before he goes to bed. Like before he goes to sleep would be the correct way to make that joke then. Not before going to bed. You can't believe you ruined the joke. This is a good joke, but your execution was terrible. Yeah, the undercover joke is good, but the setup was incorrect. It's not before going to bed, before going to sleep. Before falling asleep.
SCV ready.
What does James Bond do before falling asleep? He goes undercover. That's the joke. You missed it.
What's going on?
At the moment I play with grid, but I hate how supply depots going up or down. It's the same hotkey. Yeah, you can just... But you can just individually change that. Like, I'm telling you, like, these things can just be changed. There's not much of an issue. I'm fairly certain about that.
What's going on?
Command
That's
center
absolutely not an
upgrade
issue.
Complete.
Armed
English is not my main language. It's okay. I like the joke. It's a lot better than the irate joke. I still don't quite get it.
SCV ready.
Maybe you need a higher understanding, a more commanding ability of the English language than I have to truly appreciate that joke in its fullest form.
Roger.
Not enough minerals.
By the way, what is the...
Not enough minerals.
What is so far the verdict on the heart rate monitor? Do we... Is there anyone that is truly against it? I've seen most people either don't care or find it somewhat enjoyable. And thus I'm tempted to keep it in. However, if people are really upset by it, now is a good time to mention it to me. Just in general. Just rant a little bit about things you find annoying.
Who wants some? SCV
Nice one.
gangway coming through. This better.
Your
Not
shirt
enough
makes it hard to
minerals.
see. It's good feedback. I think I'll probably change the animation or the thing on it. Make it something different. I didn't like the default animation so much though. This was the only one that didn't seem super bothersome and very intrusive in a way.
SCV ready.
I thought it was IQ.
Not enough minerals.
It's my IQ just leaking out during the game.
SCV ready.
That's a nice joke. Good job. Very nice. Good call.
Not enough minerals.
Enjoyable. Enjoyable little joke. Very solid.
Command center upgrade. Not enough minerals.
I like that I was in the believable numbers range as well for you. Yeah, 50 seems about right. This professional video gamer. What do these guys really know? You know what I'm saying? We're pushing hard here into marine territory, by the way. Like really going quite deep into it. You piss off. I don't really want you mining too much. I'm just not entirely sure what the setup is supposed to be, I guess. It does feel like I might have messed it up. I mean, this is not really a build in this matchup, which I guess I should have kept in mind. To just play, you know, matchup specific build orders a bit more, perhaps. This is bait. I'm going to go out there, and he's going to surround me. I do not fall for this level of bait anymore. I'm an adult now. Okay, I don't fall for these childish tricks no more. It's the time of me falling for childish tricks is officially over.
SCV ready.
I ain't buying it. I ain't buying your crap, sir.
SCV ready.
Go bother someone else,
SCV ready.
you snake oil salesman.
SCV ready.
Okay, get a reactor up here as well. You know what's likely to happen? Is that I am going to move across the map with 16 marines, and as I move out, he flies in with 35 links and destroys me. That would be hilariously sad for me. Just put the armory in the wall here. It's one of those things that sounds good, and then you'll lose the armory to a link flood, and you can never start 2-2. You lose the game due to that.
Not enough
This is my
minerals.
life. I'm embracing it. Okay. And one more of these. Maybe one more medevac as well. Huh?
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Not
Maybe two more
enough
medevacs
minerals.
even. Does sound fine. Oh, I still have a... Nice. I love it when I accidentally keep enough energy
Upgrade
so I can
complete.
scan. Well, that was a fairly useless scan, but whatever.
SCV ready.
Oh my god. Did I just escape? I think I escaped.
Ready for
I escaped a certain death. Very inspiring stuff here.
somebody. Get me out of
Oh.
this mess.
Okay, I didn't entirely pay attention all the way through. I'll admit to that immediately. You know, I'm a
Not
I'm a
enough.
bigger man than lying to my audience.
Upgrade complete.
I'm above that now. Okay, we have, I think, close to 1-1 upgrades, no? Am I incorrect? Oh, yeah, could be incorrect as well. I have no
Not
clue,
enough
actually.
Insufficient.
No, we have 1-1. We're gonna have combat shield soon. We're gonna have combat shield soon,
Add-on complete.
which is also important. We want
Research
more medevacs.
complete.
And look at that. Boom. Wait, I thought I'd already built a fort base, honestly. Well, that's a little bit embarrassing.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Add-on complete. Additional support.
SCV ready.
Nice. Except for the fact that I'm uber supply blocked.
Ready?
That's a little bit less nice, I guess. Not quite the ideal that Terran players often aim for. I'll take out a couple more of these. Does feel solid after all. Just gonna keep flying in, yeah, just to annoy him. I know it's not actually good to do, but whatever. It's just annoying, you know. He needs to deal with it. Oh no, I don't really care. Maybe he forgot that I flew into the main base. He's not really paying attention, or at least seemingly not really paying attention, is he? Oh, here he is. He remembered all of that. Oh, wait a second. There was something in my main. Let me put a creep tumor there so I can see it in the future. Maybe this guy doesn't have object permanence. It's possible. I killed every single drone just now. If he doesn't have object permanence, we're just gonna put it here and do the same little thing here. That would be great, honestly.
Forces are
It's
under
been a while
attack.
since I've had a player without it. You forgot about it again? No way. No, I didn't.
Under attack. Upgrade complete.
I got excited for a second, but it ended up not being true. I lied to my audience once more.
Big job. What's going on? Go ahead.
Once more, indeed. I think I want some upgrades for my tanks, don't I? Not that I'm building them yet, but
Complete.
in the future when I am planning on building tanks. The near future, actually. What's this guy doing? Why is this thing so slow at healing, by the way? I feel like I've been on absolutely nothing for years there already. Just sitting around being a prick here. Hello, you go to the top of the ramp. Oh yeah, lay. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Oh my god, so many units just idling. Kinda forgot about that. I have to too, I wonder if he does. No, definitely doesn't have to too. How did I figure that out? Because I just clicked the queen.
Command center upgrade.
What's he doing? What actually in the world was that? Is he got... Did you see that?
Field depleted.
Come here, buddy. This feels like this should be good for me. This felt really nice, didn't it?
Talk to me.
Research.
Oh!
Mineral field depleted.
I feel like the movement there out of me was a little bit lacking, but... We could start adding tanks right now. I learned yesterday that tanks are really broken. Oops. Don't actually want to fight this, I think. Well, maybe I do. Is he going for a bailing run by, or what is this garbage? I think he might be thinking of a bailing run by.
Upgrade.
The thing with bailing run bys is that you shouldn't think about them, you should just do them. They're a little bit like working out, you know? You shouldn't think about it too much. Just do it. I'm struggling coming up with something there. I'm not happy with how that sentence ended. I think there's a base here? Oh, there actually is. I hadn't expected that. I guess he knew about the fact that he built a base here, but to me this was quite a surprise indeed. Oh, this is actually not terrible micro for once. Wow. You'd love to see it, huh?
Command center upgrade complete.
Oh yeah, lele. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Jesus. So, oh yeah, lele. Ba, 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 ba. How many more times do you think I can bounce him in between these two?
Mineral field.
I think 4 more times.
This better be good.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready for dust off.
Upgrade complete.
We completely owned this guy, didn't we? What is this? Oh. He really needs to engage into this at some point.
Depleted.
I can need another one of these. Like, looking at your army isn't necessary when you play as a Terran. Hop. Bounce, bounce. This is the drop that actually killed him. This was the push. That it looked like that push dealt all the damage, but this drop is the one that mentally destroyed him, you know? That's the thing that's most important.
Ready for dust off.
It's the mental damage you inflict on your opponents. The Terran player. It's always your end goal. Just making sure they have to see a therapist after the game. Because they don't want to play anymore. And when people say they should find a hobby, they end up picking StarCraft and they fight people like me who completely destroy them on the ladder. I don't think that's actually a healthy thing to do.
Dust off.
This guy got completely destroyed.
Bad news.
This filthy gameplay out of me, honestly. Dropping back and forth. Like an absolute machine. Why is my army so small? Like, what does the rest of my army consist of? I see that I have a lot of supply, but it ain't here for some reason. I guess I just move back a little bit. I have a lot of random mines across the map. I'll admit to that immediately. Oh my god, these splits. Wait, did he just burrow some banelings? I think he might have.
Mineral
I
field.
mean, these bad boys are coming back online.
Added.
Oh yeah, lele. Ba 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 da ba ba. Da 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 da.
Mineral field depleted.
It's
Upgrade.
a pretty sloppy fight out of me, I think, but at the same time, probably good enough. This control is quite nice. Can I say that? Yeah, I can.
Ready for dust off.
Uh-oh. I think we might actually be in a bit of trouble here.
Go, go, go. Gang, I can't build here. This better be good.
Well, okay, maybe
Field depleted.
trouble is the wrong word. We're going to be up to 7 bases right now. I think if lurkers pop out, I've lost games like this. Let's just put it like this, okay? If lurkers end up pushing out,
Minerals.
not saying I will be in trouble,
Not enough.
because I have legitimately infinite money, but
Wait, this better be.
sometimes even infinite money can't keep you alive.
Command center up. Mineral field upgrade complete. Unacceptable.
Wait, why isn't he doing anything?
Mineral field
Freaks me out.
depleted.
Did he forget that he still
Mineral
needs
field depleted.
these bases? I think I can snipe the overseer. Snipe the overseer, let the Banes connect with my units. This is the high level thinking that you need. I was like, wonder what has the priority here. I have no invisible units in my army. Let me snipe the detector rather than the banelings that can explode over my marines. And that calls itself a professional player. You can't believe it, these guys.
Unacceptable command.
God. I did do that fairly poorly, didn't I?
Mineral field depleted.
That was fine.
We read you.
Ooh, these guys are in danger and they don't know it yet. Come on.
Command. We are at maximum.
Oh, okay, he did know he was in danger. He embraced the danger and he just walked face first into a couple of mines. Nice. He's gonna come from the sides here, isn't he? Probably should have mic'd that at some point. Maybe micro is also a little bit overrated. You can just kind of stand still and do nothing, I guess. If you have enough units. I just completely destroyed him. He has nothing left right now. I think that might have been actually no control at all out of me.
Not enough.
I literally just stood there and did nothing. Fantastic stuff. Ooh. Oh, he actually put that on.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready for done.
I thought I built a fusion core. Yeah, there we go.
Research complete.
This is a very frustrating loss for him because he feels like he didn't deserve it. It's really the only thing that happened is that I did well in the early game, and that's about it, you know? I did very well in the early game, and then I won the game with that. And that's fairly frustrating to happen to you. You can pre-split a little bit, maybe. Oh, I have units here as well. I wasn't even aware of that. I think I might have won the game. Maximizing the damage output that the banelings have. Always important to do for your opponent. Need to be somewhat careful still. Oh, I killed the tasty lope accidentally. Some good target fire out of me as well. Love to see it. He has this base. He has this base. I think he has this base. He has none of them. He's on 5 bases right now. I think this base ain't mining no more. I saw him move underneath the ground. You see that? I have very solid eyes when it comes to that. Okay, so he's back on 4 bases. I'm on 7 right now. Does he have this? No, I just scouted it, didn't I? I mean, this is... I almost have, what do you call it? Pity for my opponent. There's no emotion worse than pity when you're losing. Or when you have lost. Da, 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 da. Hi Kevin, when you're scanning for creep tumors, you can scan a bit further forward than what you do now. Try to get the closest tumor with the close edge of the scan. I'll try my best. Can you show where you keep your hamster kidnapped? I don't have any hamsters. I don't have any pets, except for a dog. There's more, you know that my dog is very fond of the sun, but he isn't fond enough of the sun to go there when there's nothing nice to lay on, you know? So I think he likes soft surfaces very much. So if you put a soft surface in the sun, he'll lay in the sun. Like if he gets to pick between 2 soft surfaces, one in the sun, one not in the sun, it's always the sun that wins. However, when there's no soft surface in the sun, he will not go there and lay down on the hard floor. I think I should experiment further, you know, what are deciding factors, whether the sun is a benefit or not. You know, if there's one spot with a soft surface and there's no snack, and then there's a spot in the sun with a snack, but hard surface, what would he do? He'd probably eat the snack, then lay down in the sun on the soft surface. He's a genius. What is your personal thoughts on the 3 Nexus opener against Zerg? I'm not entirely sure. What kind of dog? He's a very good one. Oh, this guy's gonna get destroyed. This guy used to always link flood me. From one CPT to another. But like, what in the world is a CPT? Certified personal trainer? Is that what it is?
Not enough minerals.
How do you get certified as a personal trainer? And how do you know whether someone is certified or not? Is heart rate real? Yeah, it's real. It's not a concept made up by the elite to, you know, keep the little man quiet. Heart rate is a real thing, for sure. You can even, if you don't believe in heart rate, you can actually feel it yourself in your pulse. You can count it if you want as well. We did this once in elementary school, and I remember that I couldn't feel the heart rate in my pulse at all. And everyone else just was reporting numbers. I feel like they all lied. To this day, if I touch my own pulse, I still can't feel it. Like, I can't feel my heart rate in my pulse. I can feel it in my neck. And sometimes I can just hear my heart rate. You know what I mean? But I think the pulse thing, you need to be specifically trained in order to feel that. Because I can't do it. How's your heart rate being measured? I've specified this before already.
SCV ready.
There's a guy sitting next to my desk. He has a stethoscope, which he holds against my calf. And he hears the pulse in there. And then... Oh my god, see, this guy's a prick. I knew it. Didn't I say it? This guy used to link flood me a bunch. And what do we have here? Something stupid again. This doesn't feel like the correct response. And then he manually puts in the numbers. So the heart rate you see right now is actually the heart rate from a minute ago. It's not the correct one. It's like a 14 hatch as well, by the way.
Not enough minerals.
Oi ya lele. Ba 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 da 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 da.
Not enough minerals.
Really need this one.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, you know what he's doing, this guy?
Not enough.
He's
minerals.
owning me. He's building
Not
roaches.
enough minerals.
Yeah, it's 3 roaches here.
What's going on?
Confirmed by me.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Gangway coming through.
Wait, what? Please tell me. You really think that was gonna work? What? Did I just win my first game ever? Look, do you see that control? Holy crap. Even I didn't know I could do that. That's kind of tight, no? That was really sick. Oh crap. Go in now. Oh, that was less sick, but still enjoyable. I see you.
Add-on complete.
Die. Die, die, my darling. Piss off, you massive prick. We don't want you here. I think you get it. No shot. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Probably should have scanned first, actually, now that I think about the repercussions here.
Energy. Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Not enough.
I'm thinking I probably want the depot here in case he goes with a follow-up attack, which I know this guy probably would love to do. Was this a good fight for me? I still have absolutely no clue. I opened up with 2 racks before anything, which technically is not a real build order. Probably gonna follow up with like a Nidus or a Rochalin or something. These guys have absolutely no chill. We all know their type. Yeah, they have a build and a half and they play it every game. This guy managed to get 5-7 with it. It's fantastic. It can only happen with Zerg. When's the last time you've seen a Protoss player that only knows how to all-in at a high level? I personally can't remember it. That sounds like an unrealistic scenario to me. You could also be playing... Actually, this sounds like the guy that would play 2-base Mura, doesn't it?
Not enough minerals.
He definitely... He strikes me as a 2-base Mura player. As a follow-up. And then I'll lose to it. I'm gonna be so upset when I lose this game. I feel like I countered this well, you know? I really do believe I deserve the win.
Bad news.
Not enough minerals.
And that's really the only thing that matters.
Go ahead. SCV
It's not what your actual position is, but if you feel like you deserve the win, then you should, you know, you should be allowed to be upset when you don't get it. That's what I'll be. I'll be upset when I don't get this win. Is this a full wall? Holy crap. No shot that is. Freaking wall, huh? Ridiculous. The fact that that's a full wall should also be banned.
Not enough energy.
So broken against Terran, honestly. In the PvT matchup.
SCV ready.
Doesn't have anything here. That kind of scares me.
Command center upgrade complete.
I can smell this, guys. Yeah.
SCV
2 base muta or 2 base roach. Something else stupid.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete.
Don't appreciate that at all. Is he? Wait.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient research.
There's a base here then, isn't there? What are you doing, little chief?
Minerals. Insufficient vessel.
I always know it. These guys have no chill. What's the chance he's going for a for some prick attack? Wait, I built a. I couldn't remember that I built it in there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have built 2 more e-base. Obviously, that would have been a what we call a mistake in the professional world of StarCraft 2.
Ready. Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Let's go.
Wait.
SCV ready.
I think this might have some real potential here.
SCV ready.
It did not.
Let's go. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing right now.
SCV ready. Been waiting on you. Go, go, go. SCV ready.
I think he's gonna come through here, isn't he?
Additional supply.
Did I kill it? I killed it. Okay, I also need to leave a unit down here, so then I have full vision of everything my opponent is doing.
You gonna give me orders?
Upgrade complete.
What is he doing? Huh?
Additional
I know he's doing something silly here.
add-on.
I don't
Additional
enjoy
supply
this.
Depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Ready for pickup?
What did he just do? I have so little gas in my natural.
Ready for dust
Not
off.
additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
This doesn't feel so bad, does it now? I think he has this base or no? Feels like he probably should have it at this point, no?
Ready for dust off.
Why does he have no units?
SCV ready.
You know what?
I can't build here. SCV
I
ready.
trust my opponent very little right now.
In the rear with the gear. Kaboom! SCV
I mean, I knew he was gonna get stuck here because I'm an idiot.
SCV ready.
It's not a huge surprise.
We could use some help.
What do you have here, though? Still only on 6 gas.
Go ahead.
Alright. I mean, it doesn't feel so scary, does it now? Wait, what in the world is that? Oh, he continues spreading creep down here. That's what that is.
Wait.
Go on.
Reporting for action.
Need something blown up? This better be good. Been waiting on.
Oh, he didn't continue spreading creep at all.
Ready to roll out.
I feel like my setup isn't so solid. Are we actually playing a late game here? Can they just do that? These nasty, nasty Zerg players. I think they can, can't they? Should I push across the map or no?
Complete.
Ready for dust off.
I think I might want to do that. Like, what can he possibly have? I guess Vipers is what he can possibly have. Is that a lurker then? Why can't I click it? Hello? Oh, it's a Baling nest. Why couldn't I click it? The hive was on the way. Look at this. That's ridiculous. That's an ultra cavern.
How can we help?
Command center upgrade complete.
It's go time.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
We read you.
Research complete.
Wait, he's going for a counterattack? What's this garbage? No way. If I can clear this, that would be huge. I can't clear that. This is huge.
This better be.
Upgrade.
Come on, brother.
Base is under attack.
If I can clear all the anti-air, that would be huge. Because then he has nothing left to do. Just piss off, I guess. These two can also go back home in that case.
Our SCVs are under attack.
I think we're gonna take a lot of points from this dude. You know that? A lot of points.
It's on.
Yes, sir. Nate, Commander.
This better be good.
I mean, he's fairly dead at this point, one would say, no? One could would shoot.
Is under attack.
See what this base? He's trying to.
Been waiting.
Oh,
Our SCVs are under attack.
We could use some help here.
I mean, I still have a bunch of bases left over. So that's something at least, I would say.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Mineral field
You want a piece of me, boy? About to get heavy.
I mean, if he continues with his base rate shenanigans, that would not be good for him. However, if he doesn't continue with his base rate shenanigans,
Yes, sir.
that would also not be good for him. GG! 5.7, my friends. What is up? Is that the 5th win in a row that we have right now, or the 6th? I lost track. I actually think it might be 3, but these games have been... No! You saw what he did? Look at this guy. He is 5.7k MMR, and then he plays unranked. No! This is falsifying the competition here. This is a brutal unranked win. This should not be allowed. I want my 35 points, which I deserve. This is ridiculous. This is actually gut-wrenching. I should be up here right now. I should be rank 140. He stole 4 ranks from me. It almost feels flame-worthy. If I wasn't a better person, this guy would be getting an earful of this unranked shenanigans. What is this garbage? Terrible stuff. Legitimately terrible stuff. You don't get points? No, I get points, but the unranked MMR is different than the ranked MMR. So this guy has the skill of a 5.7. I take him out, and he feels like a 5.7, you know? I do some versus 5.7 type of build order, and I destroy him, and it doesn't count. Do you think that Mass Observer would be effective against Terran? You could play extremely greedy because you'd know what they'd be doing constantly. Mass Observer. That's interesting. Now, this means that you would have to open up with a robotics facility. What is the problem with a robotics facility opener against Terran? People in the chat, I allow you to speak. What do we believe that the problem is with a robot? Let me do full screen to really get this message across. What is the problem with a robotics facility first against Terran? Because this was a good question. I often get this question. Drops, Marauders, Widow Mines. You need charge? Well, you can get charge with a robo. That's no problem. You can get charge before Stim Combat is out. No catch. We have no catch. That is what the issue is, my friends. Without catch, what can't we do? We can't catch. What do we consider catch? Phoenixes, blink stalkers. These are the two types of catch that we have. It allows us to shoo widow mine drops and raven idols away from our dead space, which are otherwise impossible to deal with. On top of that, another problem with Mass Observer is, of course, that the moment a raven pops out, is that these observers can only be in dead space positions, because otherwise they will just be taken out by the raven. But the no catch is the main issue. It is very difficult, and yeah, that is just it. That is as simple as that. It is possible to play robo build orders, but you need to get a little bit lucky in the early game when it comes to your opponent's build order. Even things like banshees can be really hard to deal with, despite you having many observers. Seeing everything. So imagine a scenario here, okay? Let's just find a map where that really drives this point home. I think neo-humanity will be good enough here. Okay. La 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 la. La 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 la. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hi Harstem, how's the #1 gamer doing today? I don't know. I haven't spoken with Settle yet. What's your favorite type of music? Dutch music from the early 2000s. Music's meant for kids. That's what I like. So imagine a scenario, okay? We opened robotics facility. We just built 5 observers. And we have full vision around the map. Our opponent sends a medevac into this dead space, okay? We are not aware of what's in the medevac in this dead space. What is the appropriate response against this medevac in the dead space? Do we put 2 stalkers over here, 2 stalkers over here? That would mean that our opponent would be capable of flying in with a mine drop, dropping the mine, and dealing damage, which means it's a headache to deal with, right? Is the correct call to build a cannon in each mineral line? No, because then there's nothing on the edge. He can fly to this base. So all of a sudden we need to defend 3 bases. We don't have catch. Okay, this is an issue. So what is our response? We probably leave 3 stalkers on each area. That means if there's a medevac here with just a single mine, this 4 supply entity that's over here will be tying up 12 supply of our own. 3 stalkers here, 3 stalkers here. On top of that, with a robotics facility, it means you can only get a single type of Twilight Council upgrade. You can get either blink or charge. Most of the time you'll get charge, otherwise dying. You'll end up dying versus certain things. If you open with Robo into Colossus, Raven pushes are almost impossible to stop because you have a lot of supply tied up in defending things. Not having the ability to defend 2 bases at once with blink stalkers or with Phoenixes just pushing the medevac away and killing it, it's detrimental for your chances. Absolutely detrimental. So whenever we say robo play, we almost always see it go into charge Archon and be very focused around the counterattack with a prism. That is pretty much it. How much can you realistically invest into static defenses without just losing on lack of tempo? This is completely game dependent and completely situation dependent. If I'm fighting against a Zerg that's all-inning me of 19 drones, I can tie every single mineral that I have into shield batteries. However, if I'm playing against a Zerg on 96 workers who's throwing Ravager-Ling Bane at me at high speed into my face, I don't want to, I don't want to cut at 55 workers to start building cannons. Like, this is completely situation dependent, which is why it makes these things hard to explain. I didn't lose points. I just should have won more points. How much can you realistically... Oh, so I already got that one. Let's talk about the prism. What do you want to talk about the prism, Mixu? Huh? Give me something good. What do you think about double gate stalker opener against Terran? What can kill you? Hey, what's up, Niels van Hasselt? I have... What do you mean? Nothing can kill you. The issue against Terran is not being killed in the first 3 minutes. The issue is not being able to keep up economically if you open up with a 2-gate opener. It's like, what is stopping me You know, why don't I open up 3-gate 1-base against Zerg every single game? I'll be safe against Link Floods. There's no way a 1-base Roachalin will ever kill me. Yes, but if you're in a standard game, you're completely dead because you're so far behind economically. Like, adding in a second gate is super expensive for Protoss, especially if your plan is to build Stalkers. Because that probably means you're going to need to build a second gas as well. So, whereas usually before your Nexus, you'll throw down 1 gateway, 1 pylon, and an assimilator, and maybe a cybernetics core. Now all of a sudden you're adding a second gas, a second gate, a second pylon. All of these things are just being added in. Like, and what is the payoff here? What is the payoff of getting that second gate early? Not a whole lot. It means that we can get more Stalkers pre-warp gate, but that is not an objective that Protoss players usually have in the PvT matchup. And that's why playing 2-gate before Nexus is extremely uncommon. Unless you're proxying that gateway. We have seen, as of late, some 2-gate openers in which adepts get used. This way you can stick with 1 gas. You just get 4 adepts across the map and you try your absolute best to deal damage with it. This is fairly good against people who do not scout in the early game. However, if this gets scouted, it feels pretty freaking bad. Let's just be honest there. It feels pretty freaking bad. Okay, there we go. Piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off. 1, 2, 3, piss off. Ba 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 bam 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 bam. It wasn't correctly timed. I forgot about the time it takes for the Marine, you know, to start shooting as well. Otherwise, the final pump would have been perfect with the... Jesus, good lord. I misclicked my mule. That's not the end of the world, but it felt like the end of the world there temporarily. Yeah, this feels fine. We'll play something standard here, I think. I like standard build orders, especially against people that have 700 MMR lower than I do. There's no need to get all fancy in that case. Just survive, okay? Survive and get into a mid game. This is my motto. What's this guy's called? Deluxe. Deluxe. Deluxe edition. I remember that when you got the StarCraft 2 Deluxe edition, you got the Thor with the star on its wings in Wings of Liberty. You guys remember all that? That was legendary. Whenever I would play against someone that had that, I remember thinking what a sucker he was for paying extra for getting a skin. This guy's literally getting scammed out of money for an in-game thing. I remember thinking skins are the dumbest thing in the world. I can't imagine anyone paying for this. But now, honestly, if there were some good skins, I probably would pay for it as well. Oh yeah, skins is nice. Can make units look different. Pam. He's gonna lose it here. Look at this.
Not enough minerals.
We're not gonna take it. This guy's absolutely abusing me.
Not enough minerals.
No. What did I say? It's always the same with Protoss players. Not paying attention to their units. It is a pity. It is a pity indeed, my friends. They can't help themselves. Ooh, what's that? Is a robo? That's late. That's an on-time gateway, though. That's exciting, isn't it? Actually, it's somewhat exciting. So, it's going to be a blink, or... You see, we have 2 options here. Because I have an open mind. Very open-minded person.
Not enough minerals.
What was I gonna say? Right, it's gonna be blink or DT. So do I want to save 1 scan? Maybe I want to save my next scan just temporarily until my Raven is out. Or until I can get some more info on what my opponent is actually doing. 1 more depot. Do you want to get a little tank as well? Or we should get a bunker too. I often die without bunker. Probably has a worker here, yeah. Oh, I forgot to send out my mine drop. Ooh, interesting timing. Very interesting timing indeed. In the pipe. 5 by 5. Actually, I don't want that yet.
Not enough minerals.
Where's the
Look, I'm hitting so late that he won't buy it anymore. He's like, there's no way I'm still being mind dropped.
taking effort? Dropping off. Light flight's here.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
SCV ready.
Your forces are under attack.
Ready to pick up?
SCV ready.
Why am I always flowing so much money, I wonder? Because I have crap macro in it.
Waiting
Your
on you.
forces are under attack.
SCV ready.
Da 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 da
Not
da
enough
da.
minerals.
I can't build here.
Really need to find a build order that makes more sense than this one.
You want a piece of
I mean, I'm okay with it, but
Not enough minerals.
need some more marauders as well. I got a what you call it? The concussive shells there. Just I'm not entirely sure when to build everything with this. It feels like my third barracks was also a bit late, honestly. Not a huge fan of that that entire process.
Complete.
armed and ready.
Just gotta make sure that all your buildings are constantly producing. It's one of the more important things in life. Like this one being here is such a huge bonus. Because he opened with the crap that he opened with.
Complete.
It now basically means that he needs to leave units there. So this is... Wait, what's that? Oh.
Research.
I'm so bad at this game, holy crap. Oh no. Hey, piss off. I got you,
Upgrade complete.
but multiply. But I'm losing control.
You want a piece of me,
Na 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 na. Da, da.
Research.
You better shave up, bam, bam, bam. But I need a man.
What's going on?
My heart was set. Ooh, look at this.
Ready for dust off.
You better shape up, bow, bow, bow.
SCV ready.
Understand,
Not
understand.
enough energy.
Ta-da. This guy's feeling it, isn't he? Great. That's nice. He really baited that one out of me. I really baited this one out of him, didn't I? Yeah, could have been better. I need too many freaking mines in there, don't I?
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Insufficient.
I actually really want what you call it?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Insufficient
Hello?
investment.
Why do I have nothing here?
SCV ready.
I really want the ghost out right now. I hope he doesn't have any vision down here. Just gonna have a look whether he does or doesn't.
SCV ready. Oh, it's on.
Waiting on. Light flight's here.
SCV ready.
ETA 1 minute.
Mineral field
I thought he
depleted.
does actually. That's somewhat exciting, I guess.
Ghost reporting. SCV
I
ready.
thought we had more than just one ghost on the way.
Coming through.
There we go, Chief.
Let's have a blast. SCV ready.
I actually want it behind the mineral line.
Complete.
It's a very nice position.
Additional supply depots required.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Additional supply.
Cool. Forgot to actually take that thing out, I guess. Is he trying to take this as a fort base? This is actually completely viable, by the way. Not necessarily opposed to it.
Mineral field depleted.
He's not taking this as a next base.
Let's have a blast. It's about to get heavy. Orders. Armed and ready. Oh, it's on.
This feels nice.
I'm in a world of hurt. It's about to get heavy.
ETA 1 minute.
Oh, that didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. But still probably close enough. Okay. We do have way too many workers up here.
Your forces are under attack.
ready. Oh, it's on. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
That way you can't recall.
SCV ready. It's go time.
Your forces are under attack.
And now the next step comes in.
Command center upgrade complete.
Ready for
Always have multiple things happening at the same time, you know what I'm saying? What's he doing? He's perhaps forgetting that... Ooh. That I'm still over here.
Mineral
Probably
field
should have
depleted.
tried a little bit faster to EMP those. Is he coming for me or what is this? Where is he going? Am I missing him or is he missing me?
Add-on.
Ooh, that's too much. That's way too much for me. And he must have lost significant numbers here, no?
ready for dust off.
SCV is about to get heavy.
Let's go.
I think he has a thing here. I just saw it, no? Yeah. I did just see it. What's my medevac count? My medevac count is plenty at the moment. Oh, we have way too many, actually. So we're just spreading mines out, so we have an idea as to what he's doing.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Are we ever gonna lose a game today? Did we just lose a game earlier? I can't remember. We're winning so much, it's sometimes hard to remember when I do lose a game. You know? Just the way of the world, I guess.
Upgrade complete.
Huh?
Go, go, go.
Oh, might have wanted to micro that at some point. Wonder if I can just fight this.
Deploy. Ghost reporting. Ready to plunder.
I think we might have won.
Command center upgrade complete.
Ready to plunder.
I mean, we don't really have to do much anymore.
I'm in a world of hurt. This better be good.
Talk to me.
It's getting too hot.
Yeah, whatever this is.
You want a piece of me?
Just gonna get more and more Vikings. Does he have any... Yeah, he's 2 Colossi remaining. I mean, we have a Viking count that can definitely deal with this. I'm not so worried.
Armed and ready.
I feel very good about this game overall. Probably should have gotten a slightly faster 3-3. Maybe quicker +2 on my Vikings as well. I mean, this wasn't entirely a fair game. I think he was a solid amount of MMR higher than I was. So, yeah. Feels like a game over to me. What's his upgrades? He has 2-1. I have 2-2. Yeah.
Ooh, can't hold him alone.
Not enough energy.
Might have built too many air units again, actually. I keep doing this stuff. Too many medevacs and too many Vikings.
Mineral field depleted.
I'm so keen on it, though. You know, I look at these units, I'm like, man, they really provide massive value usually. Let's get some Liberators. I never have Liberators quick enough. That's another issue that I do struggle with. The other one that I want. GG! There we go. Ooh, 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 yeah. I wonder what happened to Keen. I too wonder what happened to Keen. Get your heart rate under control. I was just excited because I was destroying him so hard. Apparently some unknown writer has filed a lawsuit against Amazon for stealing his book and using it for Rings of Power. I don't even know what Rings of Power is. I also don't read books, so neither of these things apply to me. God, I'm glad we got that out of the way. I've only won game so far, I think. Yeah, see? 1, 2, 3, 4-0 today. Well, I also played some this morning, but that doesn't count. I also won those, but whatever. We can see his heart rate, yeah. Smurf. Smurfs to first. You know, putting more F's in Smurf doesn't really strengthen the impact that it has on me. You can also type entire sentences so people understand what you mean. One lost 3 hours ago, we don't count that. Have you ever thought about going bald? I shaved my head twice. Yeah. Did you get any cool Stormgate merch like Parting did? Yeah, I got a mouse pad and a shirt. Yeah. So I guess yes. You will snipe me? Good luck. How to improve multitasking? I don't know. Just practice it, I guess. Good morning from Texas. How's Texas? What's the weather in Texas? It's a big state, isn't it? It's gonna differ. How is the weather in Texas? 19 degrees Celsius with a humidity of 95%. What? That doesn't seem right. And a 4% chance of precipitation. That is very humid, isn't it? 95. Good lord. Partly cloudy as well.
Not enough minerals.
Results for Texas, USA. I guess they take like an average or something. 95%. That's very high humidity. You're in Houston? Ah, nice. I've never been there. The only place I've been to in Texas was Austin, which I freaking loved. That was a great city, honestly. Very, very nice town.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah. The area where there's no cars allowed at night, I think it's called 6th Street or something, is actually kind of booming. That's a cool street, you know? It's a cool street. It's a nice place.
Additional supply depots required.
How do you survive 7 more months of mandatory military? Dude, I have no clue. I've never had to do anything mandatory in my life. Well, I went to high school, but that isn't exactly like the military, is it now? I wish you good luck, though. Do people actually walk around with guns in Texas? Some people do. It was very funny. I'd never seen like a gun in the wild before in my life. But when we went to Austin, we were eating in a place, and a guy came who had like he looked a little bit like Clint Eastwood, you know? It's like some I can't remember if he was wearing a cowboy hat, but in my, you know, when I think of this guy, he did. And he had a gun that honestly looked like a revolver that was made in the 1800s, and it was in a brown leather holster. And he walked into a fusion sushi place, which we were eating at. absolute dream scenario. I freaking loved it. It's the first time I saw open carry, not by a police officer in my life.
Land center upgrade complete.
There's some old geezer. It was great. It's very odd. I'm a released StarCraft 2 player. I recently got into StarCraft 2 again. I love to play ranked, but I'm scared to go into matchmaking. Any tips on how to prepare again? Don't be afraid, man. The game is supposed to be fun.
Insufficient
If you-
Vespene gas.
If you're not having fun while playing, and you can just... It's okay to not play the game, you know? If you're really afraid of playing and it scares the crap out of you, like it's supposed to be... Unless you're planning on becoming a professional, it's supposed to be a hobby. If you really like the thought of playing a lot, you could start with unranked, which basically is the same ladder, but for some people, you know, the bar there is a little bit lower. They feel less scared to enter it. But I think it's okay to not play. I love playing. Like I'm looking forward to hitting the ladder. I'm never afraid of losing MMR, because I know it's gonna come back. And if it doesn't, then well, that's life as well, you know. I mean, I'm still waiting for me to hit 7K again. It's been 6 years now, so
Land center upgrade
you know,
complete.
I'm not at my peak. I'm well aware of that, basically. You know, my peak is higher than this, so I'll be coming back to my peak soon. Be coming back to my peak soon for years now. I just hit the ladder, bro. It's a fun game. Another thing that actually helps to kind of enhance the fun is by having builds that you want to do in every single matchup, or just having ideas that you want to execute in every single matchup. That can help already, because it feels like you're more working towards something, you know, which I think enhances the experience by quite a bit, in my opinion, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I've never had any issues with this in my life. I always loved the, you know, the grindy aspect on the ladder from StarCraft 2. I feel like I do it too little still. I remember back in the day, the mornings were just pure grind fest, which was fantastic to do. It really was so much fun. The problem is that I'm a morning player. Oh, I didn't build my next barracks. Oh, that's kind of frustrating. So there's no place for morning players in the current StarCraft 2 climate. Back in the day, I could search at like 9 AM and I'd be getting people my level. But nowadays, that doesn't seem entirely viable anymore. Like, there's not enough people at my level that play at that timing, which is annoying. Because I freaking would love to grind in the mornings. Like, there's very little things that feel as good as playing like freaking 16, 17 ladder games before the clock strikes 12, you know? It's just something that feels correct about that. In that way, that's why I like playing Terran as well in the mornings, right? It's very fun for me. Oh. So he is mentally ready for this, it seems like. I have a lot of gas, don't I?
Not enough minerals.
I saw Cure do this. He took his gases before his E-base, and I kind of like the thought of that. I'm not sure if it's good or if other Terrans also do it, but I really like the way it ends up working out most of the time.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, he has one more up here.
Additional supply.
I don't want to kill this thing though. Ah, you prick.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
You have too little units, I think. Definitely do. This feels incorrect, actually. Nice one. Nice one, Christianer. Alright, I think this is a win already. It feels completely over at this point. Can I kill his fort base, perhaps? Adios, Christiana. There goes your fort base. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da.
Additional supply depots required.
No, pick him up. So he's gonna be stuck with a couple of units in there, that's for sure. Let's build this on location. This map is actually crazy for Terran. So sick. There's also some completely mental positions to I think he might have gotten this one. No? There's Muda. Probably should have macroed. I hate how little space I have on this map for my buildings, though. That's actually the one thing I'll immediately say. It's fairly frustrating.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
I think I'm building slightly too many turrets here.
Not enough.
Should probably also not have built everything at the same time. Seems to really mess with your ability to produce crap that you want. Okay, just gonna build these guys. I think we can just straight up win the game here. No, I don't want ship weapons, you moron. Come on.
Mineral field.
Ready for
not
dust
enough
off.
energy.
SCV ready. We can use some help here.
Command center upgrade. Mineral field depleted.
Hello, I want freaking tech labs on this garbage, mate.
Sure thing.
Add-on.
Just stay off creep for a little bit and should be fine most of the time. No, whatever.
SCV ready.
Base is under attack.
Want some?
Upgrade. Research complete.
Kaboom, baby! Going in here. Gangway. Armed. SCV ready.
I feel like we're just winning really hard now. Just gonna get a couple more Thors. I mean, we can just fly a base over here. It's not like we really needed to have it on position. Would have been fun and funny and interesting, but we have so many mines as well. Like, I don't think it's actually possible for us to lose. We are kind of lacking in the... Oh! Die.
Gangway. Coming through.
Light.
Kaboom!
Additional supply.
Is he actually gonna go through the middle? I think those were his plans, no? I probably should just clear it and then move this thing.
Upgrade.
Move in through this thing, yeah. Seems more correct.
Is under attack.
Ready for dust.
Going in here. Let's have a blast.
So we take this one out.
This better. Gangway. Coming through.
Take this as our 6th. We have this as our 5th. He actually has a base here on the left, which he can't hold, I think. That was not in. Oh no! Wrong one.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Come on, hit.
Some help here.
Now what?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Ready for pick.
Base is under attack.
Want some?
Unacceptable. Insufficient Vespene gas.
I mean, we're still
Insufficient
absolutely winning.
Vespene
We
gas.
just made it a little bit closer for no real reason. We are just
Your forces
doing a little bit of
under
trolling.
attack.
So he cleared those, or I cleared those, I guess.
Where's the emergency?
Uh-oh.
Research complete.
Ready for dust off.
This doesn't feel so right, honestly. Are these two guys in the mix?
Mineral field depleted.
Have a lot of random mines way too far back, that's for sure.
Command center upgrade complete.
This is a sloppy game, very sloppy. Like this never should have gotten even remotely close. But I almost felt afraid at certain points, which is bad. Good luck with your games, good stuff to watch in the morning. Oh, thank you, buddy. I think this is good stuff to watch. Could introduce you to some Twitch streams, that would be truly fantastic. Because I'm just entertaining until the better players come on, you know?
Upgrade complete.
Have you ever heard of mechanic, for example? This guy's a true streamer. Adios, Cristiano. I always like doing this. It's like like the stutter stepping, making sure that my opponent knows that it's not worth it anymore for me. It's like the over microing. GG. Very nice. He had 84 supply when he left. Thanks so much, by the way, Free Siwa. Very kind of you to send me $24.69. Surely that's not on purpose. Will you watch WTL today, Captain? No, I'm considering it. Definitely am considering it. Tip tip. Any advice on how not to suck with Zerg? It feels like I mastered sucking with them. And then a compliment. Very kind. I don't know. I'm also terrible with Zerg. $15 points in the pocket. We started today at 166. We've increased our ranking to 137. Isn't it time you got promoted from captain? Is there anything higher than captain? I thought captain was the highest thing on the boat, no? What is above the captain on the boat? Commodore is ranked above a captain and below a rear admiral. Surely a guy called the rear admiral can't actually be the highest dude. Rear admiral? He's the king of the bombs or what? Rear admiral is a senior naval flag officer rank equivalent to a major general and air vice marshal, and above that of a commodore and captain, but below that of a vice admiral, so that's still higher. He's junior to an admiral. Admiral is the highest. It's one of the highest ranks in some navies. Wow. A full admiral is equivalent to a full general. Mad.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Captain is like 4th rank from the bottom. Jesus.
Not enough.
I thought I was doing all right on the ship, but I guess not.
Bad news. Going.
I guess Rear Admiral Jack Sparrow doesn't sound quite as good as Captain Jack Sparrow, though. I figured that what Jack Sparrow was the highest, you know? Because he's the coolest guy in the movies. So I figured there's no way there would be higher rankings than what he had.
Additional supply.
It seemed like an impossible task. Big shoes to fill.
Not
When you're an
enough
admiral, the
minerals.
world is your ship. Very good.
Not enough.
Let's just do it. Oh,
minerals.
this is Zerg again. Kind of want to cheese him. I think it's different in the Navy. There's always only one captain on a ship, and he's always commanding the vessel. Interesting. So he's like the king of the ship, but there's people that are king of multiple ships, you know? That makes some sense, I guess.
SCV ready.
Starting to get a little bit hungry, which is a bad sign this early on in the day.
Let's go.
Reaper.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
We'll actually scout this time as well. If you remember when Jack tells Barbosa he will sail under him if he gives him the pearl, he calls him Commodore. Really? I can't remember that much. I watched the movies once when I was like 13 or 14 or so. I also stopped watching after the second one, I think. Or the third, I don't know. I don't actually know like how far the story goes of
Center
the,
upgrade complete.
the Jack Sparrow. Like I don't know how there's like 5 right now, if I'm not mistaken. I think I watched 2 or 3 of them.
SCV ready. Let's go.
But I thought maybe I watched 3 actually. His first few movies were fantastic, at least from what I recall. I really liked them. I should actually rewatch. Did they age well, those movies, or no? Actually wonder. Was there a lot of like bad CGI? I don't think so, right? Oh my god, no, Kevin! Frustrating.
SCV ready.
They age well. You've just eaten at McDonald's. Congratulations. Oh wait, it's because I said I was hungry. I thought it was just a random comment without any context.
Add on.
But now I recall. Now I recall.
SCV ready. the numbers.
Do you like pirate swashbuckling?
Be ready.
I have no clue what that is, mate. But it sounds fabulous. I bet you're willing to tell me all about it.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Okay, this is one of the most famous build orders in the world.
Not enough minerals.
You know what this is called?
You gonna give SCV
This is the
ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
this is the bunny all in, because this is the one that Bunny did a bunch, and he beat everyone and his sister with it.
Not enough minerals.
Don't want to show that I have a marauder, obviously.
Ready to blunder.
Additional
Ready to raise some hell.
research.
SCV ready.
Is that a Roachhorn or what?
Are you? I'm waiting.
Is a Roachhorn.
Not
I think he
enough
might be ready for me then.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
I think he might just be ready for me.
Not enough minerals.
Don't leave me hanging.
Not enough minerals.
Is this his third? No way, right?
Not enough minerals.
Go on.
Take an effort.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Talk to me, boss. SCV ready.
Good enough. Full back.
SCV ready.
Oopsies.
SCV ready. Transformation system.
Okay, he practically blind countered it. Well, it wasn't really blind countering because he scouted. But if he hadn't scouted, we would call this a blind counter. Okay. Yeah, this game is going to become really freaking hard right now. Like really ridiculously hard even.
To raise some hell. SCV ready.
I think he might even try to run across the map with some dudes here.
Certainly.
That's what I would do if I were him.
SCV ready.
Although I'm not sure if I would actually, thinking about it.
Can't hold him alone.
He doesn't have that many workers though, does he?
SCV ready. Victory. SCV ready.
Perfect play by me. Can we just say that? I think that was actually perfect play.
Bad news.
Not enough minerals.
We're going into mech, because I think it's the only way out for me right now.
SCV ready.
Command center upgrade complete.
No shot. He has nothing?
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Add-on.
SCV ready.
Seems like a mistake, no? I think if you're a Zerg player and you hold this real easy, you probably should try and be ready for the next step as well.
SCV ready. I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Our SCV add-on under attack.
SCV ready.
Come on, Cap.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough command center upgrade.
Oh, don't want to lose that, that's for sure.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Ready to raise some hell.
Not enough minerals. Unacceptable landing zone.
Come on. This has been a... It's been a struggle, hasn't it?
Raise
Really has been a struggle.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
No, you go over here, Chief. Yes, it's been a struggle, but we still need to do our task. Okay.
Not enough minerals.
Well, I mean, technically, he doesn't have so many workers, so it should be difficult for him
Mineral field depleted.
to afford a crap ton of corruptors, which means that if we can clear all of his queens, you know, I'm maybe feeling something here.
Mineral field depleted. Research. Not enough.
And we have a
energy.
bunch of mules working their bums
Not
off as
enough
well,
Minerals.
which is good.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, nice little supply block on top of that, which is also good. Always feel good to be supply block like a complete moron.
Talk to me, boss. Show me.
These are all gonna go around. These are gonna go into the main base, and these will just stay home. But I am very afraid here of the dudes that are staying home as well.
Additional supply depots required. Insufficient Vespine gas. Mineral field depleted.
Yes, come
He doesn't have a fort base, does he?
Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required.
Holy freaking crap.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Does he have any upgrades? Yeah, they seem to have some at least.
SCV ready. What's going?
Additional supply. Research complete.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Additional supply depots. Not enough minerals.
Might be in some
Research
trouble.
complete.
Might be in some trouble. Who called in the fleet? I called in the fleet, you prick.
SCV ready.
Called in the fleet years ago. The fleet didn't show up, and now I'm here.
Mineral field
What's that?
depleted.
Thank the Lord, I thought it was an important unit. Something that could actually deal damage or something. Okay, well, this is a fort base.
Not enough.
Ready to raise some hell. Huh? Fueled up, ready to go. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
I mean, I still have more of these, so I'm not actually too worried about this entire crap. Oh. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, we got hard counted at the start, and then there's no coming back here for me. Bam, bam, bam. The CGI for Davy Jones holds up very well. I tried my best. I'm not sure why I said that. I meant to say, that sounds good. I actually kind of want to watch it again now. Freaking Jack Sparrow. I had so much fun watching that when I was younger, but I have rewatched Lord of the Rings, and I liked that a lot. I thought it was good. I actually thought the Lord of the Rings was very nice. There's some scenes, though, that are just fairly boring. Like the weird elf lady, like with the voice. Every single time she showed up in the movies is garbage. I can't even remember what those scenes are about. Like, what's the point of them? And in my mind, the scenes with Frodo and Sam were way worse than they actually were. Like, they were bad, but not as bad as I remember them to be. Have you thought about optimizing the Bob build till perfection? I think I got pretty close to perfection with the Bob build in certain setups, yeah. I could go further probably, but I don't want to sink too much time into a build that is just by itself pretty much perfect. Man, this guy, freaking, the roaches, they messed me up. They absolutely did. Did not enjoy that. What was his worker count at that time? Yeah, so he cut at 44 to start building roaches. Yeah, it was a good counter. He had double OV as well. I like it. Is it true that Belgians speak same language as people in the Netherlands? They speak a very strong accent. Yeah, they can understand Dutch, but we can't understand them most of the time. They're like odd words for many things. And it's difficult.
Not enough minerals.
Not a fan of it.
In the rear.
Not enough minerals.
The first LAN tournament I ever went to was in Belgium. And I remember a discussion between a Dutch Warcraft 3 player and a Belgian Counter-Strike player. And the Belgian was,
Not enough minerals.
I think, protecting his language, while the Dutchie was being very aggressive about how terrible the language sounded. And that always, it always stuck with me. You know, just the hostility of the Belgians when you confront them about how terrible their language sounds.
Not enough minerals.
I think this is I think I'm fairly honest about a lot of things. Where I know when things aren't good, which my country does. But the Belgians, they seem to have a complete blind spot for that, which is why they never get fixed. Dutch people get called direct and, to the point where they're rude. And I think the Dutch have embraced that. And now, they realize, okay, being very direct with especially Americans at times is perhaps not the optimal way, So we tone that down a little bit. But you tell the Belgians about their crap accent, and over the past 15 years, I've had no significant improvement that has been noticeable, honestly. So yeah. Harstem, your videos are the only thing that inspire me to keep playing StarCraft. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much.
Not enough minerals.
I'll try to keep up the good work. If you also keep playing the game.
In the rear with the gear.
Not enough minerals.
Doubting Galadriel, it's a dangerous
Command
state.
center upgrade.
Is that the elf lady? Freaking useless in the movies, no? Does she do anything? I think she has like some magic powers. Doesn't the elf boy fall in love with her at some point?
SCV ready.
Or am I incorrect? I can't recall. Or maybe in some past life fell in love? It's so hard for me to remember what happened in the movie. The lore is a little murky
Gangway coming through.
for me. Ooh, look at this.
Gas from above.
Didn't I also lose my Reaper last game? That surely also didn't help.
SCV ready. Fair enough. What? Gas from above. Let's go. God. SCV
She gives the elf boy a magic bow and gives Sam the little flask that shines and holds of the shallow. What is the shallow? Is it a massive spider?
SCV ready.
Who gives them the sword that starts glowing blue when orcs are nearby? It's legitimately map hack. Pretty crazy that is a real thing in Lord of the Rings,
Not enough
if you ask me. Did this guy open up with inject first? I think he did actually. It's not a good opener, is it, Chief?
Command center
It's not a good
upgrade
opener.
complete.
Do not enjoy that.
Not enough minerals.
Bilbo finds it?
Not enough minerals.
Really?
Not
Bilbo
enough
is the old
minerals.
feller now. It's the old geezer from the start.
SCV ready.
That becomes invisible as a trick. Has Sauron's ring and he uses it as a party trick. This is freaking hobbits, man. the true ring that holds all the power. And this guy is using it to escape from his retirement party.
Add up.
He can't actually be serious. He should not be allowed. These guys have no respect for epic artifacts. This makes no sense. Completely ridiculous. Freaking hobbits. Hobbits should have been taken out years ago. Like they're the opposite of the apex predator. What is that called? Is that the absolute bottom of the food chain? You know,
Not enough minerals.
the lowest. This is what the Hobbit is in Lord of the Rings. It's so stupid.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
This better be good. SCV ready.
Add on.
There's gonna be some lore masters that will tell me that without the hobbits, Sauron never would have been defeated.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Didn't this prick keep the ring hidden for like 5 years or something? Like his entire life. He's had this ring. He doesn't tell Wizard Man about it. Makes life difficult for everyone. No, it's ridiculous.
Add-on. Insufficient Vespene gas. Not
You tell
enough
me he's one of the
energy.
good guys? No shot. What is this?
Our SCVs
It's also
are
not
under
okay.
attack.
Here. I want him to attack into this. So I make it, you know, a little bit enticing for him.
SCV ready. This better be good. Well, butter.
Run-bys are actually very good in this matchup, by the way. I keep forgetting about that.
Ready for dust off.
And I'm painfully reminded as well. By my opponents often. Oh, that
Our
would suck.
SCVs are under attack.
Go, go, go. SCV ready.
Additional supply surge required.
I think that's the... Is that the 5th base he takes there every single time or what?
Not enough minerals.
His creature is pretty garbo, isn't it?
Can't hold him alone. You want a piece of me, boy?
He actually doesn't have this base.
Let's get this SCV ready. SCV ready. Go, 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 go.
Roaches, really.
SCV ready.
Roaches.
SCV ready.
Out of all the things you could have made,
Ready for
you, my friend, go for roaches.
Are under attack.
Don't want to lose that.
Add-on.
We could use some help here.
ready for dust off.
Update research complete.
Big jump. Go ahead.
Now, life flight.
SCV ready.
Upgrade.
SCV ready. We could use some help
Add-on
here.
complete.
Is he actually going for it or was this garbage?
SCV ready.
Somebody, get me out
I
of
think
this
he's actually
mess.
going for it, isn't he? He has a lot of dudes.
This better be gangway. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Where's
Our
Henry?
SCVs are under attack.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Ready for dust off.
We might have lost the game. Oh, the crap is rolling good. I think he might have slightly messed it up there. Come on, one more shot. There we go.
Base is under attack.
Armed and ready. Speak up. SCV ready.
Talk to me.
Go, go, go. Huh? Big. This big.
Wait on.
Base is on command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Did he realize what's kicking off here or no?
Add-on
Once I have 2-2 though. Maybe it's all good. Oh, this thing is so important for me.
Ready for pickup.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy?
Ready for dust
base
off.
is under attack.
Gangway. Coming through.
Mineral field
Armed
completed.
and ready. Go, go, go.
Upgrade complete. Our SCVs are under attack.
I don't want to lose all of my works for free.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Should have not gone there. He did start 2-2, by the way. I didn't think he would.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Huh? Ready to roll out. SCV
These
ready.
guys! Come on!
SCV ready.
Mineral field. Add-on complete.
I'm on severe copium right now. Like, I know I'm very dead. Okay? I'm well aware as we speak. I just don't want to lose another game against a
Mineral field.
filthy roach inner here.
SCV ready. Go, go, go. Fueled up, ready to go. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Want a piece of me, boy?
This was really freaking good trade. He has no bailing speed. Are you off? Are you off? What in the world is this, mate?
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
You know, this is insanity. This is actual insanity. Why is he doing this to me?
Not enough
He's
minerals.
taking terrible fight after terrible fight. He's doing it just to troll me. He's doing a little bit of trolling over here.
Not enough minerals.
Like he's making me believe in life after love.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, no. I really started to believe again, which is the worst thing that can happen here. Hope. Hope is the worst thing. Oh my god, he had 78 workers. He was actually... If I do that last fight a little bit better, can I win this? I guess not. But this was his terrible fight. He tried so hard to throw this out of the window. He really did. Look at this. I actually think I might not be in the world's worst spot. His hive is late, he has no melee upgrades. Problem is that my tank count got declined. I should have moved more to the right. I mean, this is proper cope. Like, I'm completely dead, but the way that this guy was fighting, it almost made me believe again. Yeah, we're gonna get him again. I'm not letting him take my points twice in a row. What went wrong in this early game? Oh, I lost all my cars for free. That actually was kind of painful. That was really late with my tanks as well. Frustrating game. But did I get any marauders? You can do it. I just don't think it's super useful. If you have initially, it's not great because the stims are very expensive. I think marauders are nice later on, but early on, I think tanks are more important. I could be wrong. Yeah, I could move it somewhere else, but I need some stroke around it. I don't know how to do that. I'm not a designer.
Not enough minerals.
And now we don't get him
Not
again.
enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, I think if I had those 2 tanks in position the one time... I mean, I was already dead at that point. He could have just gone up to 95 workers, adrenal glands,
Not enough minerals.
and he never would have lost. But he didn't.
Not enough minerals.
I don't think I can fight the roaches there if there's any queens nearby. And I don't have combat shield yet. I don't entirely know how fights go against roaches though, so you might be right. I mean, I went for the snipe on the fort. I think I lost like five marines for that. Which might have not been worth. Toss time after this? Yeah, we could actually play some toss. It's 2:30 right now, so it's a good time for some Protoss play. 82. Who's 82? This guy gives me 82 MMR. Because I'm gonna take him out right now. This is my favorite map by far in TVP. And it's also my favorite map in PvZ as a Protoss. Do you still believe in life after love? Bow, bow. Da, da, da. This guy does feel like a cheeser though, doesn't he? Sometimes you have people's names and they're cheese indicators more than anything else. You know, they haven't done anything wrong yet, but you know that if you give them the opportunity, they'll jump on it, like a squirrel on a bag of nuts. I remember that back in the day, in my holidays, we would sometimes feed the squirrels. Wait, what was that? Was that a zealot? I didn't see what I was. That looked like a zealot. Was that a zealot? Did anyone see what it was? That wasn't a zealot. The timing doesn't make sense. He's playing Stargate. It wasn't a zealot, right, guys? Hey, hello? Was it a zealot? Oh, it was a probe. What's the word after all?
Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
Was not a zealot. Huh.
Not enough minerals.
Scared for nothing there. That's nice. That's real nice. Get this one out. And more marines as well. It's important in life to get more marines out. Although with these types of builds, sometimes you want to stop at like 7 or 9. I'm not quite sure what the exact number is that I want to stop at, but I want to stop at some number. Do you still believe in life after love? Why isn't he scouted yet with his adept? I know he has an adept here somewhere. He's pissing me off right now. He is most definitely, absolutely pissing me off. Like I know, and he's also playing, I shouldn't forget. He's playing either Phoenix or Oracle first, this dude. He's a nasty boy. Don't like it. Just gonna put a couple of these guys in my main base. He wasn't researching anything, that's how I know. I don't map hack. Although there are people that map hack. They and then you can stream with it as well. Because you just use it. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I guess you just don't show that program. Just don't share, screen share. Yeah. Pretty crazy. No, this all was done in a fair way, okay? No cheating necessary for me to make these hardcore reads. That's just how I roll. Load of a factory.
Not enough minerals.
That guy died hardcore. I knew I was like, I probably should move to the ramp. And I didn't do it. You know what that is? It's a mistake. Pretty stupid one as well.
Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
So next time he goes into my main, which is soon. Gonna send out my my SCV. Because I'm not entirely sure what is going on. But I want to know if there's a third base or not. Because like we can get a lot of info with this scout. Whether it's charge or whether it's some other garbage.
SCV ready. Go, go, go. SCV ready.
Research complete. Add-on complete. Our SCVs are under attack.
Seems to me like it's going to be Colossus now.
SCV ready.
Seems indeed.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Does he have an observer here, or is he just really good
SCV ready.
at knowing when I'll be there?
Research complete.
Oh, piss off, mate.
Who wants some? Armed and ready. SCV ready.
Should have definitely gotten that other one as well. That was my bad.
Bad news? Huh? Go ahead. What's going? By the numbers.
Ready for dust off.
Let's have a blast. Who wants some?
Upgrade complete.
SCV.
Not enough.
I can't build here.
Okay, we have +1 as well. And we want more medevacts.
Additional supply depot.
Let's just go, I guess. The problem is I don't want to move out before this turret is done. Otherwise I already know what's going to end up happening. It doesn't make me happy. Does not spark joy, my friends.
Add-on complete.
Freaking hell. He's trying his best to truly annoy me, isn't he? Prick. I knew who this guy was. Oh,
Ready for dust off.
he'd be in some real trouble right now.
For dust off.
SCV ready.
Sending angry letters to his house. He absolutely plays like a prick.
Not enough minerals.
Major prick vibes over
Not
here.
enough minerals. Additional
Hold on.
supply depots.
Yeah.
Not enough minerals.
What are you doing here, good sir?
Additional supply depots.
Is he just camping?
Research.
Is he just now taking the gases? Oh, in that case I want to run back home, don't I?
Depots required.
What is this?
SCV ready.
He's invented a new build order.
Ah! You scared me.
Mineral field depleted.
I can't build here.
Not enough minerals.
Go, go, go. I can't build here.
I don't know what to do, guys.
Who wants? Gangway. We could use some help here.
Doesn't have any extra bases yet, though.
SCV ready.
So it has to be Colossus as a follow-up, no? It's the only thing that makes any amount of sense here. I'm just
Not enough energy.
trying to think logically. What in the world are we playing against? Die! Almost at him.
SCV ready.
Upgrade complete.
Ready for dust
Go,
off.
go, go.
Talk.
Hello?
Have a blast.
Thought I started an armory. Yeah, there we go.
Mineral field.
Ghost reporting. Solo operate, right?
Mineral field depleted. Insufficient.
What? Missed the second one.
Ready to plunder.
Okay, I'm stuck here. Absolute loss.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
SCV ready.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Okay, he is building those guys right now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a good run by. I appreciate this run by. Otherwise, I might have had the balls to actually commit to something in my life for once.
Your forces are under attack.
Does he have range? He's +1?
Transformation systems.
I'm enjoying this game so far, my friends.
Ready to
This guy's playing some solid StarCraft 2.
Let's
Not
Come on, buddy.
ready to plunder.
Like, that run by was very high tier. I don't like the build order very much, but the run by was
Go, go, go.
nice. I think he's probably... I don't want to lose this.
SCV ready.
What? How quickly is my man producing Colossi over here?
forces are under attack. Mineral field completed. Command center upgrade complete.
I'm not,
Ready to plunder.
I'm starting to feel self-conscious about
Complete.
this game.
Been waiting on you.
Nah, die.
Been waiting on you. Let's have a blast.
I'm gonna get another one of these. Does he have like 17 robos or what?
Ready to plunder. Help here.
Upgrade complete. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum.
Okay, you go here.
Ready to plunder.
And we have our upgrades.
We could use some help here.
Okay, there's nothing there.
Ready to plunder.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's have a blast.
No!
Add-on complete. Base is under attack.
There's no real anti-air, does he? Okay, now he's getting some stalkers.
Ready to plunder.
I need more barracks.
Job, huh? Go, go, go. You want a piece of me, boy? Oh, it's on.
Not enough minerals.
Made for. Ready to plunder. This better be good. You ready? This better be good. Coming through. Get into the fight. World of hurt.
Not enough energy.
I mean, this is definitely not it. This is just not it. I know this. Wait, here's a. This is just rotty, isn't it? There we go. Why did it take me so long to figure it out? I'm like, man, this guy's playing a lot like Rotty, and his nickname is Rotty. Or he's in Team Rotty.
Base is under attack.
Yeah. Well, now
Add-on
things are starting to make some sense, aren't they?
mineral field
Reporting.
unacceptable command. We are at maximum
I
supply.
mean, I'm still up a base.
Upgrade complete.
Theoretically, I'm winning, but I don't think I ever beat this guy in the late game.
We are at maximum.
He's just better than I am. Actual facts. I don't like the look of that very much, do I now?
In the rear with this. Huh?
Base is under attack.
He seems to be getting rid of salads, and then he'll replace them with carriers, how much
Upgrade complete.
is obvious to me here.
Fighter for.
Command center upgrade. Mineral field unacceptable.
It's getting too hot. What's going on? Trent, you ready? Made.
Need something liberating? We read.
Good job. Transformation system.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
This is how Maru played against me,
Liberation.
when he absolutely blasted me. You guys remember that? Golden Dash.
Upgrade complete. Not enough energy. Mineral field
Ready to plunder.
I mean, as long as there's not too many of them bad boys coming in, I think I'm kind of okay with it now.
research complete. Not
think we're winning. I think this was my first ever win, honestly. I do need to make sure that I get enough of these
Not enough
other dudes in as well.
mineral field
Okay,
depleted.
this is nice.
Vespene geyser exhausted.
Yeah, no, we're definitely winning. We have way better upgrades at this point as well.
Liberation.
Upgrade.
I have one ghost. Something, I guess. Oops. Oh, don't have a... don't have an EMP anymore. I'm so happy with my ghost. I was like, whoa, that looks nice. To be fair, it did look nice. It's just...
Not enough energy.
I mean, we're winning, but... it still feels somewhat tight, doesn't it? Ah, I don't want to lose all my
Not
medavacs.
enough minerals. Upgrade complete.
Yeah, okay, no, we got him. We absolutely got him. Yeah, haha. I can't believe I actually won, like, the late game setup. Exactly how Maru did it to me. Turrets, Liberator, Viking. He had way more ghosts, though. Maru would always get, like, 9, 10, 11 ghosts against me and freaking destroy me. But if you get Liberator set up against this air army, it's so powerful. 44 points. Holy crap. What are your top 3 things you like about the Netherlands? I like the safety I feel while walking and biking. This has been hardly ever reproduced in any other country that I can remember. Just the ease of walking to places. The first time I went to America, I wanted to walk to like I was staying at like some hotel motel closest to like a highway, and I wanted to walk to like a burger joint, and I had to cross like a highway or something, and people were looking at me like I was insane. But I mean I had no clue how else to get there. Like I just figured I'd walk like I always do, but half of the time there was no freaking sidewalk. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, huh, why would they do this? I can't walk to the McDonald's. This is terrible. It wasn't McDonald's, like Carl's Jr. or something, like some different, one of the special ones. You know, I tried all of them when I was in America as well. Madness. This is Goblin? No, I don't think this is Goblin. I think this is Rotti, no? 3 months. Hasn't played in 3 months. Okay, this might actually be Goblin then. In that case, we destroyed Goblin. Was there a way to cross eventually? I can't recall. I think I gave up and went to some other place. So Rotti Altagon? Ah, okay. How do you counter what Myra did to you? You need Tempest, I think, in order to break it. You need Tempest and probably Storm. But I think against what I was doing, the main problem Roddy had was that his air upgrades were not good enough. Yeah. Because I had like 3-1, I think, while he was on 2-0. I think it's really difficult for TOS if you're behind in air upgrades. And another thing, what I like about the Netherlands, it's hard to say specific things. It just feels like home, you know what I mean? It just feels good. Which isn't really fair, because other countries can't recreate that feeling. I'll need to think of like specific things, but I don't have anything at the moment. Ooh, This is a really nice map for TOS in the early game, but I think it turns into a really nice map for Terran once a Terran gets like a fourth base, basically. Like this map is freaking difficult to play late versus Terran. It really is. I struggle with this map immensely. I really do. One thing I dislike about the Netherlands is the... Okay, another thing that I actually like, this is a like and a dislike, is that no matter where you are, you're always fairly close to a supermarket or a big city or a hospital. You know, it's because the country is so small. It feels like you're never far away from something bigger, which isn't always the case. But at the same time, it also means that there's no real like big nature parks where it feels like you're truly disconnected from the real world. I've never been to one of those in my life, I think, where it was like, no, not that I can recall at least. It's like it's either been like massive tourist like nature parks. No, actually, we moved in Canada, and I guess in Thailand a lot of it was fairly touristic. But in Canada, I went up north once. It was like it's just freaking trails. Like, there's no like every now and then like a gas station or something. You know, it's pretty wild. So the entire concept was just having nothing, just like woods. It's just I don't know. I like that. And also in Canada, it seemed like fairly close to everything. It was easy to get like nice parks or nice trails or whatever. Like finding places to actually do proper hiking was good when I went there. And I bet it's the same in America. I've just never been to those areas, but I'd love to go there. You know, to these big national parks. It sounds sick. Although I'm also deadly afraid of animals, so maybe nature parks, you know, too far away from civilization aren't for me. I remember walking at like a trail where a bear was spotted like 5 months prior or something. Just every little crack of a twig. I was just, oh my god, this is the end, you know? This bear's gonna charge me. But I had planned that trip carefully. Irene was walking on very uncomfortable shoes, and I wore my running shoes. So in case anything were to go down, she would definitely be slower than I was. Like, there's no way I wasn't getting out of there. Well, we might have to leave someone behind, but that for sure wasn't gonna be me. Yeah, bears are dangerous. Just in general, animals are freaking scary, man. They're so unpredictable, that's the problem.
The firstborn shall persevere.
I don't know who this guy is, but he's giving me a run for my money in the early game here. If you can, you always want to hit a Hellion once with a probe, because it lowers the amount of hits you need to do with your adepts by 1. I thought I built a second oracle. I didn't? I think something weird's about to happen here. Like, it just feels... I really thought I built a second oracle. I swear I started it, no? Something wrong in the code. This is Blizzard's error, that's for sure. There's no way I'd make a mistake like that. He's definitely doing something funky. Why did he have no units at all? Only someone that's playing something truly funky would have no units at all, right? Like, what is he doing? What's he doing, buddy? Aha! You know what this is? This is what we call, in the professional world of StarCraft 2, we call this a game over. An absolute game over. I've played practically perfect up until this point, defensively, aggressively. Terrible build order he executed here. He was not a fan of this. This is what ownage looks like. Now we're gonna follow it up as well with some other garbage. And then we'll win the game. Ooh. Oh, he went Cyclone Viking after this as well. This is probably his worst case scenario. You know how when you do like a risk assessment of something, you always have your worst case scenario? This was like the absolute worst case scenario. Like where everything went wrong. You know, the world starts collapsing. His life falls apart. Girlfriend leaves him. Then my oracle flies in. Revelates and kills 3 more marines. You know, it's like, oh no, and my stupid barracks didn't even get built. You know, sometimes absolutely going down the drain here in real time. That's what we're seeing. This destruction of a man. And there's nothing he can do about it. But just at this point he's a mere observer to his own misery. There's no way for him to interfere no more. It's too late. This guy is spiraling down. Out of control. Absolutely out of control. He's gonna try and... Oh my god. This base is never gonna finish. He knows it, I know it. Oh no, not the Viking as well. And it never ends. This base is never gonna finish. You should pull the workers with this, honestly. There's no way Jose. Otherwise, something's never like made. This base is gone. Okay. Like it's over, my friend. Do you still believe in life after love? I can see it. Na, 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 na. I really don't think we're strong enough. No. Do you still believe? Good call. Nah, just kidding. We're absolutely destroying. Temporary setback. Oh, actually, losing all of my phoenixes there is a fairly large temporary setback. He actually should piss off right now, because he cleared a lot of my phoenixes. That's actually kind of bad. The overall fight was still fine, so I'm not worried. Well, maybe I should be a little bit worried. Maybe he is turning it around. Maybe it's one of those romantic comedies in which, you know, the main dude, everything goes wrong, and then in some miraculous way, you know, his crappy boss, you know, he steps into the poop and, you know, all of a sudden gets a heart or something, and the girl of his dreams starts, you know, comes back to him after years of sleeping with his brother. Yeah, all of these things are possible in romantic comedies. But this, my friends, is real life. And apparently isn't the same. Who could have thought? I wonder if I can get the feedbacks out here. Real life ain't a romantic comedy. Just when it looks like all hope is lost, perhaps all hope is lost, my friends. This is the lesson I want you all to learn today. Just give up. Okay? There's no point in trying to climb out of this. In StarCraft 2. Well, unless your opponent attacks up a ramp. No, it's over. It's over. Well, actually. Perhaps romantic comedies were real after all. Nah, I'm on 4 bases. I'll take a 5th. Just rallying into him as we speak. He wins after it. A great story to tell the grandkids. If this guy wins, I'll give him my account. Like, I'll be done. You deserve it. My friend, you're the greatest player in the world. It's not possible. Maru could be taking over right now, and a bronze player could be taking over. No, actually, that's not true. But the game is fairly over. It is possible technically that he wins. Like, most logical scenario would be me continuing to attack into this. Okay, that was nice. Okay, like I said, it's impossible right now for me to lose, I think. Ooh, it's coming for me. Just split these. Going to be one EMP. And here's the flag. No shot. One DT and his romantic comedy is ruined. Didn't even need a DT for this. It was over after the start. The early game was too good for me. Simply too powerful. Simply too powerful. 12 points down the drain here for my opponent. Who was this? A Terran player that has a barcode. Oh, it's a Protoss player that played as a Terran. Oh, this is MaxPax, I think. Oh. The Pax? Yeah, I always ask him if he's the Pax or not. Destroyed the Pax. Love from Australia. Nice. Lucky win. Are you too rational? Because in some games you get mad at the opponent for doing moves that they shouldn't have been doing. Wouldn't being more unpredictable help you be more dangerous as well? Probably. Is this a safe build? Third Nexus before... I think it is reasonably safe against Reaper openers. Not so much versus Marine into Reactor. Or Reactor first. Or Marine Factory. Do opposable thumbs even help with micro? I don't actually know. It was the first insult that came to my mind. And I figured it was good enough for Max Packs. After the showing he just had. Because it wasn't great. Who is Sepe Susi? It's a new up-and-comer. This guy is going to be the next big thing. Look at this. He only played 1,600 total career games. He was a diamond player a little while ago. And now he's rank 2 in Grandmaster. This guy's really, really sick. It's like obviously a Zerg player as well. He's powerful. What if the Terran goes Reaper into 6 Marine drop with 1 Widow Mine? I am not too afraid of that. I have Adapt. 3 times Adapt. Oracle plus Phoenix. I am in no problem. I am in no trouble. Just discovered your YouTube and binged Cheesiest Man Alive last week. Great content. If you think that is good, you should see some of the covers that I made. That is the true content of the Harstem channel. I have it on good authority that there are for some people it's now a Christmas tradition to listen to my Christmas single on repeat 24/7. Sepa Sushi is Sarah? Yeah, it's Sarah. I'm sorry for doing a little bit of trolling there. The eagle. The question is, has the eagle landed? I don't know if he has. I don't know if he has. The last time I played against Rotti, I think I lost. If I'm not mistaken. I good lucked already, yeah. I'm a fast good lucker. Premature good lucks very often. What if you play as Terran and move your base to rich mineral resources instantly? There's 2 maps currently which have rich minerals. Map 1 is Royal Blood. Map 2 is Altitude. Altitude, if you were to do that, there is a sensor tower in the way of your mining. And if you were to do it on Royal Blood, by the time you arrive at the gold with your base, your opponent probably has 5 units out and is denying it from landing. Like in my mind, it would not be the correct play. Do you always say GG when you lose? Yeah, even when I get BM'd. I think it is more important to GG when you're getting BM'd than it is when you're not getting BM'd. Because if you only GG, you know, when you're not getting BM'd, then the opponent knows he got to you with his bad manner, you know? So you don't want to give him that satisfaction. So no matter what you do, whether it's GGing or non-GGing, you always do the same thing. It needs to, you need to stay consistent with that. This is the one piece of advice I'll give to you. I wonder what he's playing today. Usually he plays a mix of build orders. Often opening with a quick Stargate, which seems to be the case again. So we'll be heading into a high count of probes here. Very high probe count. It's very important for me, personally. Wonder what his first 2 units are actually going to be as well. You can even block this if you want to. Not sure if that's correct.
I am here in the shadows. Our pylon is under attack.
Okay, he will probably try and pop in over here. Yep.
You have not enough minerals.
Die! He didn't die. What's that? Phoenix and a robotics facility. A little bit late, actually. I think this is a fake story as we speak. Yeah.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough. You have not enough minerals. I am here in the shadow.
I think I'll need to cancel this at some point. It's very important to me that I get information. Now I see him use energy on my workers, and I immediately know that I can chrono boost my workers like a madman, because it's very unlikely he'll go for an attack from this. He also has a robotics facility, which he'll probably want to use. So there's a couple of factors that allow me to get these chronos in. I think he should still be going for an all-in. The question to me is, will this be with a natural or not? The question, and I get answered that immediately. Is that a second immortal? Okay, there's a warp gate coming in as well. First immortal, okay. We just go up to 4 gates, I think. This is a fairly reasonable response to what my opponent is doing. We're just gonna go look for a proxy gate.
I'm here in the shadows.
Which he fairly often builds as well.
I'm here in the shadows.
Killed 2 workers, not too bad. So what we do now is we just move across the map while building a 3rd base. I think he'll need to show his hand in that case. More gateways. More immortals as well. I guess we're just gonna continue our path to idiocy or what? Like I'm just gonna build more and more stalkers, which I think might be wrong actually. I probably do want charge against something like this. If his immortal count becomes too large, that probably has some negative impact on my ability to fight him. Especially if he also ends up getting +1, right? Do I want to get +1? I didn't see a forge on his side, so I don't feel the need necessarily. Just gonna make sure that there's no weird proxy shenanigans going on. Got a couple of zealots in maybe at this point. Ooh. Fairly sophisticated lift ups there. It's interesting that he continues with his constant lifting. Because I feel like his plan is still to attack me, right? Maybe I can clear this.
Engaging the enemy. You have not enough minerals. Engaging the enemy. Research complete.
Do you still believe in life after love? Bow, bow. I can see it. Oh, not the greatest blink, but perhaps decent enough. Yeah. I probably should have gotten slightly faster. What do you call those guys? These guys. Good lord, what am I trying to say? Archons. I had the gas available. I think I should have done it like 1 or 2 warping cycles ago, but this still was a fairly clean victory. Early game made this game completely over. I do like his build order though, but nah. I mean, if I get the pylon up, I think it becomes really difficult. Like resource collection wise, he's just down 300, 400, 500 minerals the entire time. If he can somehow make me believe that he's one what do you call it? That he's one basing, maybe I cut my workers, but I mean I held with a 3rd base 16 workers against a 2 base all-in. I don't think that should be the case. Hey, what's up, Ant? Good to see you, buddy. It's very difficult to deny scouting when it comes to hallucination scouts. Like, it's really, really hard. Because I built 3 sentries as well. If it's 1 sentry, you only need to pay attention to 1 cooldown, and then you can really snipe it. But with 3, you just won't get any harassment in. And the only way he remains somewhat close in income is if he harasses. So it's hard. The other Roddy was not Roddy. No, they're both Roddy. He changes accounts often. Yeah. The name was different. Yeah, but you can change accounts. I can also change my name if you want. No, actually, I won't. Yeah, I could. I just don't want to do that. When Stormgate is released, do you think you'll switch to that or continue StarCraft 2? If Stormgate is a very good game, if it's better than StarCraft 2, I'll switch to it. If it's worse than StarCraft 2, I will not switch to it. But I have absolutely no clue whether it's better or worse. So I don't know yet. I can't look into the future. It is an RTS that I think has potential to be better than StarCraft 2, which can be said of many RTSs. Old Oliveira. What if it's better, but the player base is tiny? Oh, I'll switch. Like if the game is legitimately better than StarCraft, but it's a smaller player base, no, I'll switch. Yeah. I feel loyalty to StarCraft, but if there's a game that really excites me, like I'm not going to be doing something that I find less fun because there's more people. 100%, yeah. I mean, if you really enjoy playing ping pong, for example, over football. Like, you don't really care about the fact that football has a way larger player base. Was this a Protoss? Or was it Terran? Well, it's a little bit embarrassing. I opened up with a TOS opener. Well, that's live. But like I said, it is possible that it's better than StarCraft 2, but many companies have tried creating better RTSs. And so far, I've not been impressed by very many. Like, it's just difficult. Like, StarCraft 2 is a very good game. Hey, obviously, you could probably improve the graphics and a bunch of other things. But I think the way it plays is freaking fun. Like, I look forward to playing StarCraft legitimately every single day. Right now, like, I like playing TOS a lot, don't get me wrong. I freaking love playing with Terran. I actually really enjoy that. Like this morning before stream, I played like 4 or 5 games with Terran. Freaking godly, man. Like, I obviously have complaints about StarCraft 2, like everyone else has. No! Wrong button, you moron! Supposed to chrono my adapt, not the gateway. Jesus, good lord. Mother, what am I doing? Well, that's embarrassing. Just as I was saying how much I like StarCraft, this complete misclick ruins my day. Okay, well, I have to proxy now or something. I don't know what we're doing either. Let's hope he doesn't get a Reaper. It's going to be so darn obvious as well. Am I too late? All right.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough.
Oh, Marine the factory, no bunker. Oh, it's actually game over. I think I win the game here. Like, really good opener build order luck for me. If I can somehow keep this this Hellion kind of out.
Research complete. You have not enough minerals.
I'm just gonna keep this at home. Too many games have been lost to one Hellion, pissing me off. Unless there's a tank coming out right now, he's freaking good. I enjoy that. GG. Do you have a mine drop coming out or banshees? One car here. Banshee, okay, it was Banshee. Good build, but not against what I was doing. You need a bunker anyway. Hi Harstem, first time viewer, first time catching your stream. Thank you, Philip Rugamer. Rugamer. Whatever your name is. Much appreciated. Nice words. I thought there was a stethoscope under his desk updating the numbers manually. Yeah, it's true. The stethoscope guy. He's not allowed to... Oh, I'll allow him to show his face, but he doesn't want to. He says it's not in his contract. He works here for 4 or 5 hours a day with the stethoscope, and he uses it against my calf. And there he counts the amount of beats every 6 seconds, does it times 10, and then he'll update it on stream manually. But currently is on his lunch break as well. So right now we just have a random number generator going between 65 and 75 to make you believe that something is happening. Thank you, Kevin Hart, for the $10 US. Much appreciated. Morning from Milwaukee. Where the heck is Milwaukee? Sounds like a place from a Bob Dylan song. It's in the state of Wisconsin on Lake Michigan's western shore. 500,000 people. How many people does the second biggest city in the Netherlands have? Rotterdam. 600k? 623,000. Milwaukee would be the third biggest city in the Netherlands. That's mental. $10 points in the pocket, though. It's where the US gets its milk from, really. I thought the US got its milk from cows, just like the rest of us. But you take it from the people in Milwaukee after they give birth? That's kind of messed up. These are the type of US things I had no clue about. Madness. My 2-hour meme has died. What is your 2-hour meme? Ah, yeah. New extended sessions. This is what we're doing now. I've been streaming 3, 4, 5 hours, sometimes even the cheese. Is mech unplayable? No, it's playable. Just not against Protoss. Or against Terran at the high level. Or against Zerg. No, against Zerg it's playable at the highest level. Nowhere else. The crazy thing is he's also getting ready for ESL. Wait, when's ESL? Isn't that in 2 weeks from now? You scared the crap out of me. For a second I thought I have to play tomorrow or something. I haven't checked my email in a couple of weeks. No, I have a little bit to go still. Man, you scared me there. I thought that I had a match tonight or something. Madness. Harstem, let's say you had to move. Which country would you want to live in? Oh, Germany. Very similar to the Dutch. More hills. More freedom, I think, as well. Like more nature. It has more land. Not as densely populated. Is it just me or is the game stuttering a lot? I think it's just you. Surely Blizzard's patch did not mess up your connection. That would be unheard of. Last night Blizzard had a very impactful patch. No one really is aware of what they patched. But this morning when I checked my replay folder, all of my replays were broken. So I can't watch them unless I have to go offline and watch them in offline mode. And then I have to repatch to the current patch. I always enjoy when they do that. I don't know what they're doing, but it messed me up. And apparently it also messed with Trigger's connection. Or of course his ISP just decided that internet for Canadians shouldn't be allowed anymore. I remember at some point, there used to be a very big Canadian streamer in StarCraft 2 called Baystray TV. Rifkin. People know him as well. And he had the internet. He had like a data cap on his internet, but not for his phone. Like his actual internet had a data cap. When he first said it, I thought he was joking. But like he could, and he was a streamer, so it was literally the worst thing in the world. And there was no ISP that would offer him internet without a data cap. They're freaking Canada when it comes to that stuff. You can't make it up. It's so insane. I remember him telling me the prices as well that he was paying for his internet. That was really not okay. It's like some actually crazy numbers. It's legitimately sick. You know, it's like, why? It can't be that expensive. It's simply not possible. I wonder what he does now. I haven't watched his streams. I used to sometimes still tune into his stream, but I think the biggest StarCraft 2 caster on Twitch by a lot as well. At a certain point in the lifespan, like 5-6 years ago, maybe. Very strong feel for community as well. Yeah, you massive prick, you massive prick. This is one of my favorite new builds, by the way. 100%. It's I don't know who started this crap, but it always gets me. I don't expect them to come down. I could have cancelled a probe and build a pylon, but I don't think I'm getting it. I don't think I was fast enough. And I was like, it's not that bad. It was pretty bad. Having to use an entire thing, losing one probe, and getting the full scout on my bomb. Actually kind of sucked, to be honest. Is this real? No shot. Okay. So this is... the scout is too late for it to be a sentry first. Sometimes people play adept sentry first. That's an absolutely wild build. I haven't seen that one in the... You know, on the ladder in a little bit, but... I know that there are some people that do play it. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, he actually pissed off with a battery? Really? That's interesting. 2 sentries. So he was walling.
I am
3, 4. Why do I have a bad feeling about this dude, huh?
You have not enough minerals.
What's up with that? Why am I feeling a
Not enough minerals.
DT proxy here? I think I'm correct.
You have not enough minerals.
What is he doing? He's moving out like a prick. Hey. Why haven't I spotted you yet, little chief? Nothing here. I know you're out here somewhere. Either he's doing world's worst build order or he's playing DTs. But why am I not seeing his DTs? Then the next question that we have, of course. What? I think I might have played myself here. This is a really fast third base. Well, really fast. Unreasonably fast. Not sure if it's really fast, just too fast. Too fast for my taste, you know? He tricked me somehow. I think his blink seemed to be researching so late or was already done. Which is, I guess, technically still possible. Fairly unlikely. You know what he would often do? This guy? He would kill me. With some crap. But I'm just, you know, carefully tacking up like a good boy. He would just destroy me. Destroy my hopes and dreams at the same time. There's no base here. Is he moving out or what? Okay, well, I'll lose that one. It's not the end of the world, though. I think killing people is not okay. I know this is a... This might be a controversial one. But in StarCraft 2, you should just leave me alone. We should all just aim to play the cleanest macro game in the world. I think that's an honorable aim here. Don't appreciate anything my opponent is really doing here for me. I bet he has a base over here, doesn't he? Yeah. These guys always get bases everywhere. Freaking, these young... It's always these young guys, you know? These young players, they think they can just expand wherever they want. What about the original population, huh? You ever think about that, Trigger? I didn't think so. Blink on top of it, come on. I dare you. This feels like a terrible, terrible game for him. Holy crap. Like, honest. Ooh. Wait, he's actually going for it? That doesn't feel secure either, mate. Yeah, an interesting blink that was out of my opponent. When I say interesting, I mean that looked really bad. I'm not quite sure why he went for it. I guess not completely fair because he said his internet connection was stuttering. Hello? Wait, how long does it take to get freaking charge going, mate? My gut feeling is that he's doing something illegal here again. It's always the young ones that do illegal moves that I don't approve of. Trigger is really nice. I met him a couple of times already now. Very friendly dude. You know how I knew he was a nice person? We were at a home story cup. And we went out to get food. And I asked if he wanted something. And he wanted a doner. So I bought him a doner kebab. You know, the magical food from Germany. And I paid for him. Because I don't think he had cash. He only had card on him, right? So I paid because I was getting it as well. And it was $3.50, okay? It was €3.50. Now, fast forward to 6 months later. 6 months. He had offered a couple of times, by the way, to pay me back already at the tournament, but I was like, I don't really need cash or something. And then 6 months later, another home story cup, I think it was. And then I once again offered to pay for something, and he said, I think I still owe you a kebab from the last home story cup. Or he gave me my $3.50. I can't remember the exact story, but I just remember thinking, if you remember your €3.50 debt for 6 months without the other guy reminding you, you know, this is a good sign. I immediately knew he was a cool guy from that point on out. 'Cause I'm very bad at remembering who I owe money or who owes me money. But this guy had it all on lockdown. He really destroyed me here, by the way. Holy crap. Dude, he's owning me. Oh, I don't like this.
You have not enough minerals.
Do I need more workers, or do I have a good amount of workers? I just need more bases. It's obvious to me that he's gonna go over here right now. Why do I have tropes in my control group? Can't remember these being in there earlier.
You require more Vespine gas.
Wait, why do I have so little workers here? Did I send them all away or something? I must have. The one thing I don't appreciate about this guy, by the way, is how keen he is on not getting cannons or sufficient cannons in bases. It actually annoys me a little bit. I'll be honest with you all. Why are all my probes just being rallied to some random location? Oh, I lost my robo? That actually makes some sense. Okay, I'm gonna explain what happens after. Oh my god, that actually makes so much sense. I was wondering why all my workers were walking like complete morons. See if I can actually do something useful here. Die! Ooh, getting surrounded here wasn't really on my to-do list. Then again, I didn't really write a to-do list either, so... That sentence could have been said for a lot of things. So what did I do here that was so brilliant? Well, I forced him back here. And now into this position. Ooh, I might actually be losing still. I had a game exactly like this against him a while ago. Where I think I was winning very hard and then kind of started outplaying me with drops and stuff. And I think it might be happening again, no? I think I might have lost this game. I'm definitely lost this game. Ooh! I really messed this one up, because I think I was winning it pretty hard at certain points during it. Here I'm up 30 supply. Yeah, the attack up here was a mistake. But I thought I could. I guess I couldn't. This was also good. This was fine. This was not brilliant. The Archons really help him out. Because now we're almost even supply. But then here I deal a lot of damage. I kill a bunch of workers. Here I should have just sent some zealots in, not my entire army. Because here getting surrounded, actually, at this point, he needs to all-in me. I already have this run by coming in, which is I know is going to kill this base. He can't attack me. But now I'm attacking into him like an idiot. This is a really bad fight. He also is up and upgrade. Look how much money I'm floating to. None of the money can be added in here. If I had a battery here, it still would have been over, I think. Unless I had the ability to actually recall this army. Then maybe I can hold. But I just used recall on my main army. So I made a lot of mistakes in a row. Well, it's a little bit silly. Happens to the best. Oh, the works in the robo. I lost my robo. So I was pressing my hotkey for Nexus and then going into the hotkey for the robo. But there was no robo. So I started rallying my Nexus into the field. Which was obviously not quite ideal. You made me play StarCraft for 3 years of not playing? I suck, but still have fun. I'm glad to hear it, buddy. Colossus is really bad against TOS. Like, it would have been better to get Archons, if anything. Good tanking ability. Colossi suck. Could have gotten a Disruptor as well, but his army consisted of too many Stalkers for me. And it was a very back and forth game, so often not really worth it. Wait, I should do this real fast. This is a fake 3-gate, a fake 1-gate map, by the way. You can't one gate on this map, yet people do it all the time. Simply not allowed. There's so many good builds that kill it. But truly reprehensible thing. Do you listen to MF Doom? No, I don't know what it is. Is it like a podcast or is it a band? It sounds more like a band.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
Does MaxPax agree with that assessment? With what assessment? Last time I played against MaxPax on this map, I beat him. That's all you need to know about the assessment. This is a fake one-gate map. And also, MaxPax is a different level of one-gate. So, other players, you know, they might be incapable. Ooh, thank you for the 250 RON. RON. What are we looking at here? Romanian currency?
You have not enough minerals.
I wonder what Strange doing. He's a massive proxy player. Come on, let me mine.
Your probes are under attack.
I'm not so sure yet what I want to play. I'm thinking of going for a fast Stargate here. I've had a lot of success with the quick Stargate build orders. Ooh, sentry first. Interesting. 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 So, I think he should probably try and block me then, shouldn't he? He usually always blocks. The one time he plays sentry first, he doesn't. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, it's unlikely he's going to scout with his probe, because he has such a fast sentry, which he also showed to me. And as I say that, he freaking goes in. I mean, there's no point in hiding. It would be expensive for me to hide this. It actually would be. This freaky play, that's for sure. So I'm just chasing it to make sure you can't get any pilots there. Have fun today, Captain. Thank you for another 250 RON. Very cool.
You have not enough minerals.
Yes, Executor.
Please don't force field. He force fielded. That's good for him, I think. Does have some negative consequences, of course, which we can get into. For example, it's not going to be capable of tracking my... What is he doing? No shot. He's chasing? That means he needs to have a... Nah. Impossible. He's going to have 2 in here. No battery, right? Yeah. Oh, messed it up. Messed it up massively. I should have gotten 2 kills there. And way less damage on it. Oh, embarrassing. What was that next to it?
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
You seek guidance? Our window is short.
Okay, so we got 3 worker kills total so far. I want to see what this thing is.
I'm here in the shadows.
It's a forge. Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting because I built a 3rd gateway. So I think I have the ability here to completely blast my opponent. I'm not sure which base I'm supposed to take.
You have not enough minerals.
An Aerodine.
You have not enough minerals.
Huh. So if he tried... Oh my god! He has blink already. Okay, I'm actually just dead now. she. I didn't think he was gonna get such quick blink with this opener. This actually is really bad. I should have waited till I had blink before moving out. And then I can, with a double Oracle run by into the main base, really inflict some insane damage. Now I'm just gonna be down an upgrade for no reason. She. Because my power came from a push, right? A push that hasn't happened now. And will not happen, more importantly. That's a slow warping, but whatever. Very nice play. No, why would I turn around just to get shot? I'm in a really bad spot. I think I've lost the game at this point. Because I lost 2 oracles for free. I lost a pylon here. Good opener for me, but I kind of mess it up in the stage where I really should not be capable of messing it up. That's out of range of the Nexus. Like, I'm down 2 oracles for no reason. I'm down an upgrade. I have no aggressive ability anymore. Probably the only thing I really can do at this point is go for like a cheeky fort base and try to somehow like go for some base trading moves, maybe. I definitely do want a Dark Shrine. I'm gonna skip my robotics facility for a very long time. So if he gets DTs, we automatically lose the game, but we need to play some bad moves here, some risky moves. Not necessarily bad. They're only bad if they don't work out. Which, please, let them work out. Thank you for the 65 Swedish kroner. Much appreciated, buddy. Actually, much appreciated. So this one goes here. Like, if you don't care about the consequences of taking big risks, you can actually still get back into a game where you have no business of being in it, you know? So right now I'm not getting cannons, I'm not getting a robotics facility, I'm just pretending that the DT as a unit doesn't exist. Which most people are aware that that's not the case. Because DT does exist.
Upgrade complete. We embrace glory of battle. By light, mineral. We embrace the glory of battle. Mineral. Your probes are under attack. Mineral field depleted. From the shadows I come. There is an from the base is under attack. Command me. Your probes are under attack. Base is under attack. Shadow. The darkness. I am
Can't get charged on.
Our pylon is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. What would you ask of me? What do you require? You seek out. We are one. You must construct additional pylons. Your probes are under attack.
He does have +2 already, which is probably a pretty major issue. Does he have an observer here somewhere? I think he does, right? I mean, we need to test it. Just to be sure. Actually, we should have tested this way earlier, obviously. Just didn't think about it. Do you have this as a fort?
Base is under attack. I am the voice of the eclipse. I bask in the twilight. We are the darkness. You seek ours. I am Jakku.
If I just had more workers, I think we probably would have been capable of still doing it.
Cold. We are one with the shadows. I am the voice of the eclipse. Cold. State thy bidding.
Do you think I should wait for this? I think... I mean, it's going to boost me significantly, right? I probably should wait for it. And I have more workers. And I still have production. If I could only see what his actual... what his worker count is. Because if he has less work... I think he has more workers than me, though. That's the issue that I'm having. I think he has way more workers than I have. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Dang it.
Not enough energy. Upgrade complete.
If he has no battery, maybe? If he has a battery, no shot.
You require my skills.
Okay, even if he has no battery, absolutely no shot. I think we might have been capable of doing it had we played this slightly better during the base trade. I was a little bit slow with certain things. I mean, the game was fairly over after the early game, though. Resource loss was terrible for me. But I was slow with killing this. I should not have let these workers escape to the... Like, they came to the third, and then they escaped again, which was a mistake. I should have not let them escape. This was detrimental. And then I didn't run away with these workers when I knew they were gonna die, which also was a pretty bad mistake. I killed this base, I didn't even realize. Like, if these had escaped, then I have 10 versus 20 workers, and he's supposed to attack into me then. Then I can just get a battery. Defensively, I think I'm okay with a battery. I also have DTs on the map that can counterattack. And I have the upper hand when it comes to map control. Or at least I had. I'm not sure if I would still have that. That's life. That's life. That's life. That's what all... All right. I think that's actually going to be it for me today, my friends. I've had a blast. I hope you did too. I'm tired. I'm hungry. It's time for me to mentally prepare for tonight. New episode of Ted Lasso. So, important business. All right. Thanks all for watching. I'll see you back tomorrow, where we will again be live on YouTube. And hopefully I'll see you then. If you're still not done with StarCraft 2 right now, you could have a look at Max Packs vs. Dark on twitch.tv/Wardy. You could also like my latest videos, watch my latest videos, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell as well. Adieu, my friends. It's a pleasure seeing you all here.